this shit. And if you wanna guys support me, buy my fucking stupid mask. Let's bring this shit down.
still bust shots, I'm a Luger. Mashed off the drinks as Uber. Connected back home like a Wi-Fi router. Cats jumping like Puma. And I dream like Martin Luther. Fall asleep to the sound of the Over. Nightmare, Frederick Krueger. Sleep with the fish, he's now his tuna. I'm snatching his bird and thunder. Tell me the target's 6 feet under. He's at work, so his ass in country. Case that joint in the place got plundered. Don't talk about numbers in the UK, you know that they love us. Don't care about colours, black and white, we can be brothers.
Breaking them down like steps on the back of the box of the croc, I bet you take that. Bite, I'm just way too hard to trace pads like pins in the haystack. Wait, move that internet side the gym, they're trying to get ripped. I'm holding them sticks with extension clips, I'm leaving them stiff and the ground get lit like candles. Wax them off with that bing from various angles. Box, rectangle, dash in the ground, all bruised and mangled. Grim, grab the cup, pass the gin. Grab the line, chopped it up. Pop the cap, poured it in. Just stepped out, I had to step in. One of the young boys took a hook to the chin. The bouncer came out and he got weighed in. I put the foot down in the clutch and spin. Burn that rubber like I'm Michelin. 5-star food that I dish to them. Chef sat on when I whip into the kitchen and I switch suits like I'm Mr. Ben. 10-10 gear, I shift up to 5th. Blues in the rear and I'm swerving the mains like Tokyo Drift. Took a shot, but he missed. Then made love to the ground and kissed the curb. What's the word? I dodge your case, so I flip the bird. Grab the bing, get back to work. Then I'm switching lanes in the black town hurt. Oh, hurt him. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. Money gets made and the packs I'm serving him. Mess with a cake and I bet and burger. Tippling, missed him, ran up in his ass and gripped him. Missus, cried goodbye and kissed him. Stuffed him in the boot of the Jag and then she watched us drive off in the distance. Glistening, jewels on the watch and the wrist get hit with a drip like a Christian christening. Jesus Christ, and another one of them gets dipped like a rich tea biscuit. Pulled up and the colour of the suit match colour of the car all black like Batman. I'm a ninja, backflip, handstand. I'ma get you, slipping in your land's ass. 1-2 kick to the door like knockdown ginger. Rip off the hinges, fingers get bent back like birds off Tinder. Boys get flung out the window, come like what's on a picnic. Run up and sting you, spin you all the way round like ink rollers inside of an HP printer. You better hope this bang don't jam. What's the plan, Stan? I knocked a man down and dropped the van down by the side of the flat. So can you come down and clean the boot out? I need to get back for the start of the match. Couple cans of the chiller, our man's quite big but the handgun's bigger. Yeah, just stand and deliver, you can throw fists but the mash bang quicker. Crash bang wallop, big fat dollop, the cash in me hand chain ain't like bollocks. Look you pillock, talking trollop, box a man back like a munching jollof. God willing, I might just drill him. Things in me head from the scraps I've been in. Go 10 rounds of a man, I'm winning. I ain't gonna stop till the bell starts ringing. Ding-a-ling-ding on a fruit machine. Spend the winnings on Gucci jeans. Gaggle of the girls and they're super keen. They wanna kick back and the boots are clean. Super kings and a bottle of bourbon. Let that rip when I whip it that German. Grab that stick, then I dip in and swerving. Flick up the wrist and I left him gurning. Rooftop down, them and the top turn. I just stepped out in a fresh Ben Sherman. Brand new chicks and I'm out here learning. I'm an old dog, still I'm out there serving. I was locked in an HMP. Cut from the rough, I'm a diamond goose. Boots full of them flat screen TVs. Del boy pick 'em to recognise me. Charge, I step in a dancing slide. 2 hands on me hips and glide. If a man tries to act too hard, then he'll get cemented, build his side. I'll open up his ears if he didn't quite hear me. Your man got shelled on Big Bang Theory. If you wanna get loud and you wanna get Larry, then it's back at me man's head airy. Nah son, you don't wanna bop, get stepped on, crept up, can't get split like Chevron. Wake up son, cause we're the most slept on. Get gone more than I'm chucking that vest on. One more word and I'm bringing them bings out. Nuts and bolts and a couple more things there. Dust and dirt if he's talking trash and I turn and skirt and I take you the bins out. Bin man, get wrapped up in a bin bag. Been there, done that, got that. Blood on me t-shirt, rinse and wash and spun that box of the corn just packed in a bum bag. Pop with a red dot, rip shot, punch bag, pull up outside, cannon on me like gun down. Submachine gun, tell a man run that, shoving his jewels and I'm off to his mum's ass.
Hello chat. Oh, that was a bit of a fuck up at the start there. OBS made me fucking sweat. For some reason it forgot about the stream. The stream might be a bit far behind because I didn't put low latency on when I was rushing around to get this back together. Fuck, that was a nightmare. I better make sure that doesn't happen again. Anyway, chat, I was going to start this one with a fucking story. And I probably will go with the story as well. And how's it going, guys? Anyway, Mike from Breaking Bad. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. He does look like him, to be fair. Right, how's it going, everyone? Fuck, I didn't expect that bullshit then. Fucking OBS let me down. And I thought Streamlabs was letting Frit down the other day. So as you know, I'm a boomer gamer. I'm fucking nearly 40 years old. I've seen consoles evolve. I've seen console warring evolve. I've seen games evolve. So we've had games like, back in the day we had the GOATs like the original Super Mario. Or the original Mario World, sorry. Then the SNES came out, we get Super Mario World, Paper Mario and all that shit, and Zelda comes out. Then it moves on to the N64 where we get greats like Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye 64, then the PlayStation 1, we get Metal Gear Solid, you know, all these great games, and it all evolves all the way up until now where we get great games like fucking, you know, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Starfield, all that. But what hasn't evolved is fanboyism. Fanboys have just evolved. And their brain power gets no fucking better. Because console warring has existed since consoles existed. And the fanboys are just getting worse. That was my little story, but I probably fucked it up now because I thought about it and then OBS fucked me up. You're waiting for Wednesday. How's it going, Jacob, anyway? You're waiting for Wednesday. What's going on Wednesday? Let me know what's going on Wednesday. Right, chat. I am going to start off with... Tell me if this music is too loud, by the way. I don't think it is. I think it's alright. It's the Starfield music. I absolutely love it. And are you guys enjoying Starfield? I see Baron Grod there. Loving Starfield. I've seen you come online on Steam quite a lot playing it. I'm about 13 hours in. I'm always lost in it. Right, so I'm going to start off with some fucking brand new salt here. What's up, Des? You okay? Right, this is the best stretch I've seen any fanboy go to. Now, if you go on the SteamDB website, it shows you conversion rates of what games cost in each country. Now, here in the UK, we get fucked. We pay about £5 more than what you guys would pay in the US. But we're not the worst. Other people pay more, and some people pay a lot less. So Monley, if you guys have been in Fritz streams before, you've probably seen Monley before. He does a lot of Fritz art. So Sony profit. Ouch, Starfield already discounted in over 20 countries after poor reviews. Some up to 50%. What it doesn't realise is this is just the price the game comes out in every country. And it's just the conversion rate of every country, and this fucker's trying to stretch it to be something completely different. So, no, this is just a picture in it. So, it shows that the US dollar is 69.99, and Turkish lira ends up being 33.55. Well, that's because everything's different around there, and the value of money is different. So this just twat doesn't understand conversion rates at all. This man needs to be better educated, and I'm not a clever guy. Nowhere near it, but I'm not stupid enough to fucking put that up on Twitter. He needs to delete his account after this one. Yo, Mr. Glass, how's it going? Monley, Jesus, Monley is great, to be fair. He does a fucking brilliant artwork for Frit. And I mean, like, his artwork is so good. I'd love to get him on my side for doing that. To be fair, he has followed me on Twitter, so not a lot of people actually pay attention to my Twitter, in all fairness, but in a sea of garbage, it is hard to see my tweets. Candidates getting fucked over price. Well, look, oh, candidates, fucking Canadians. That's how good my reading is. Have you ever seen the title of my original one? Actually, I better check that. Thanks, Rambling and Entertained, by the way, for spotting that, because I am a fucking dummy. I tried to use auto text, but I obviously clicked off the screen. I gotta double check that fucking... Yeah, my title's alright. Fuck, the stream fucker pissed me off. We just enhance. Oh, not too much. There we go. Just so I can see how... Hey, where's the little heart symbol gone? I probably got rid of that. That was really annoying. But anyway, well, the Canadians are getting fucked over price-wise. Well, what's the conversion rate on Canada? I don't know if I can zoom into this picture. US dollar. I'm probably missing it up. Canadian dollar. So 66.16. Well, so it's $66 more in Canada. No, sorry, fuck, no. It's $6. No, it's $4 less. Sorry. So, no. So, what it compares to, Canada's actually paying less. So when you look at the conversion rate that way, remember the typo from Dr. That's not even a typo. That's a complete fuck up of his thingy. Title of the thumbnail. Who said they liked my thumbnail earlier, by the way? Fuck. That thumbnail is fucking hilarious. I had the idea for that thumbnail this morning and I just went, no, that'll be genius. Because someone posted that thumbnail on Monley's, don't remember who it was. I should credit him, really. Oh, you guys see this? I watched Fritz's VOD of this. I was in fucking stitches watching this. Just a shame his stream went like tits up, but this was fucking hilarious. Oh! Shame you can't put the Dreamcast the Dreamcast logo on the hat. That would be fucking amazing. We have 15% tax here. 50% income tax. If that's income tax, that's not bad. Or outgoing either. We're on like 20. Hang on. Big brain's not working here. I'm sure it's about 20% here in the UK. Income tax and what we pay in general on fucking fuel to start with. Exodus, how's it going? Played it on PC. It is, honest to God now, okay? I played Starfield. I've been playing it now 13 hours. Press Jim Ryan, how's it going? Wow, that's pretty good. Nicola and Dreamcast guy's love child. You're not wrong. Oh yeah, they do look kind of similar, just one's more fucked up than the other. What was I saying? What was I saying now? Oh yeah, the fuel prices here. Oh no, sorry. That argument. On PC, yeah. So what I've noticed is I've been sitting around the internet watching live streams, the highest quality ones I can find. So I think it was Fighting Cowboy does stream at high res. And he's got a high bit rate. But he was paying on PC, so I was trying to avoid his. I was trying to find people getting the best quality ones on Xbox on capture card, okay? And I will say, even though the PC port is not great, the PC port needs work. The PC port is atrocious, to be fair. There's some good options there, but the fucking the display options, the graphics options are shit, and half of them do nothing. And it does favour AMD because Alex's card is 7900X. Oh, XT he's got. 7900 XT I think he's got. Runs this game better than my 4080, and I know a 4080 is more powerful in general than the 7900 XT. So Alex was getting slightly, and I do mean it's minuscule, slightly better performance than me. Gamers Nexus had a good breakdown of different GPUs on the game. Go and watch Gamers Nexus's video if you want any idea of how much of a bitch this game is to run. It really is a fucker to run. I don't really know why neither. Well, it's the creation engine in it. But to be fair, in indoor areas I get like over 100 FPS, which everyone thought it'd be locked to 60 FPS. Which Colt Eastwood owes me an apology. I want him to come on Discord and give me an apology. If I could find the fucking tweet, I would pull it up, but I really cannot. I can't find it, and it's quite a while back. He just told me that the creation engine won't go beyond 60 FPS, meh. And he was wrong. But yeah, the PC port is fucking awful, but it's still the best way to play it. Definitely, because I've been watching Xbox gameplay, and it's a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit rough. But that might be the stream quality. I've tried my best to find the best quality I can on my 2K monitors. 2K is what I found one at 2K. He had a 4K one, which I should have moved to my TV, but it does show some rough edges on Xbox. And I can imagine FSR2 is on permanently on the Xbox. Exploration sucks balls. Space combat is boring. Star Lancer did it better 25 years ago. What the fuck's Star Lancer? Star Fox did it better 25 years ago. Yeah, nah. I think the game is great. People are looking at it. I'll try and think of a breakdown in a bit. But we're going to watch a video I found this morning in a bit. Needs a PC mod so we land on Dreamcast. Fucking hell. Dreamcast guy. Acne products. Oh, fucking hell. Praise Jim Ryan. He's had a bad time all his life. I'm having fucking eczema, or eczema if you're from US. I'm having bad psoriasis and eczema at the moment. A chunk of my fucking hair came out. I was fuming. I've been in the mirror all day looking in the fucking mirror. Like, a piece of my hair came out. And I'm fucking gutted. On top of me having a bad back. And getting really, like, annoyed last week and shit like that. My back's fucked up. I get this badass fucking psoriasis. And there's one on the bottom of my foot. I got like a scab there. Feels like this horrible, boiling, ready to burst spot. But that's not what it is. Ah, fuck me, it's horrible. Anyone that deals with psoriasis for a long time, I feel your pain. It's really fucking bad. What the fuck? My PC's been doing that a lot. Just popping out fucking programs for no reason. I think it's the MSI program. I mean, anyone's got any MSI products, fuck me. Their program pisses about with your PC. Yo, it's a RTX 4090. You have a 4090 Terra. Woohoo! Big monies! 7900 SCS. They perform so. Apparently, on the Gamers Nexus video, the 4090 was the winner. But I don't know. Situational. A lot of it's situational because if you get to that Clydona, the planet that's all red looks like Mars. No, sorry. Not that one. The one where Sam in the game is from. And where his village is and all that shit. When you get in there, fuck, my frame rate tanked. It went down to like 57 FPS. I was like, what the fuck? I felt it as well. I was like, whoa. This one's just hitting my GPU. Well, I actually wasn't hitting the GPU. It's just how the fucking game's optimized. Starfield is trash. Hey, we've all got to have an opinion. It might just not be the game for you. I'm loving it. You watched Alex's stream yesterday. He went out to Uranus. Did he? I might have missed that bit. I got to play the shit out of Starfield. Got to play Armored Core 6. Boys, who here has played Armored Core 6? That game's perfect. Armored Core 6 is perfect. There's nothing, and I don't care what anyone says. There's nothing wrong with that game. It might not be your type of game, and that's okay. Armored Core 6 is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that game. And I'd love to see where you guys landed on Voltaeus, how much fucking times it took you to beat him. 10 tries before my stubbornness wore off and I changed to a tank build. I fucked Voltaeus up. I properly fucked him up. PS Plus raising prices. That is a dick move from PlayStation. They're offering nothing for it. What the fuck were they offering for it? This is dangerous going through my Twitter, but is it? No. Why am I getting football shit? Hang on. Maybe Monley's put it up here. Going through my Twitter is fucking dangerous. I think that's a better one. Oh my god. No, he didn't put it there, but $20. No, sorry, $40 a year extra on PlayStation fucking PlayStation Plus. What is it? Extra or premium? Sorry, premium. That's asking a lot when you've got nothing to show about it. Spider-Man 2 Game of the Year? No fucking way. Spider-Man 2 is nothing. It's going to be nothing special. It might be a good story. The gameplay is going to be the same as the others. Well, along them lines, but it's not going to be anything special. I wouldn't pray for that one to be fucking Game of the Year at all. You're fucking in dreamland if you think Spider-Man 2 is going to be Game of the Year. It'll be a good game, don't get me wrong. I'll probably play it. But, no. Hi-Fi Rush has a better chance of being Game of the Year than fucking Spider-Man 2. And that is not me capping at all. When they shoot the backpack and then go flying. Oh, yeah. There's some really fun stuff in Starfield. Some really fun shit. Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't finished it yet. I'm about 30. It took me over 30 hours to get to Act 2 on Baldur's Gate 3, and I think I still missed stuff on Act 1. I really think I did. I wanted to get as much out of Act 1 as I could. I got locked out of some places because of my choices. So, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to be Game of the Year this year. Starfield is great, don't get me wrong, but it isn't the be-all, end-all games. I'm enjoying it, but not everyone's going to enjoy it. It's a Bethesda game. And that's what I love about it. I love Skyrim. I never liked the Fallout games. But Skyrim, I loved it. Okay, so my first man here is David Jaffe. Woo! Now we all probably know who David Jaffe is, don't we? Creator of the original God of Wars. And he has a take saying Starfield is great, but very ugly. He doesn't title his videos very well, but it caught my eye. It's just popped up on my timeline.
So I'll be talking about this in more detail on tomorrow's stream, but I'm spending the rest of the day playing Starfield because I love it.
Audio quality.
It's excellent, at least so far. Before anybody, questions my shit, because I'm about.
For a guy that does this quite often, his audio quality is awful. I don't know if you can hear it the same as I can, but it's got something in the background there.
I'll say something that some people aren't going to like. I've been playing this game for 5 hours. Okay. Which is probably...
5 hours of Starfield, you haven't done much. You might have started the main quest. And maybe jumped on a side quest or something. You haven't done much in Starfield in 5 hours. I'm 13 hours in and I've just started trying to customize my ship. Because that's a whole lot of shit to dive into. Oh yeah, Jacob, when you get in Starfield, are you getting it on the 6th? You've got long to wait, it's only 4 days. Thing can be said about Jaffe, actually, the guy's a good bit ugly. He's not the best looking of guys, mind you, he's not the worst neither. There are worse people out there. He should grow his beard back though. Definitely should grow his beard back. It looks weird without it. That's why if he's on the thumbnail, he gets his beard back. Oh, the PlayStation Portal. Prayers, Jim Ryan. It's... honest to God, if no fanboy should actually buy that. Doesn't matter how much they love PlayStation, realistically, no one should be buying that piece of shit handheld controller with a fucking screen in the middle of it. If you connect your controller to your Android or iPhone, it does the same thing. I don't know why the fuck you'd want to do that. Actually, you do more with an Android or iPhone because you can cloud stream games, can't you? Or am I wrong there? I'm sure you can cloud stream games on phone. You can cloud stream them on a bloody on a Steam Deck, ROG Ally, anything like that. You can cloud stream them there. Cloud stream them on your existing laptop or PC. Just connect the controller to it and go. Why the fuck would anyone want that PlayStation Portal? I have no idea. I bet the battery life's shocking on it as well. On the 6th, yeah, on the 6th. That's cool, Jacob. You got, do you know what? If you don't get a lot of games a year or something like that, you are going to have a massive game to just sink hours into with Starfield. I'm trying to play a fucking million games at once. I was in the middle of Blasphemous 2. I just finished one campaign part on Armored Core 6. I need to do the second and the third ending. But I thought I'd leave that for a bit and move on to Blasphemous 2 because it was only £24 or something like that. Blasphemous 2 is... I loved Blasphemous 1. The second one's really good as well. but then trying to move on to Starfield. But Starfield is a slow burn. So I can do like 20, 30 hours in Starfield, then go back to a smaller game when I think, right, I want to change the scenery and go back to something else. Sometimes I'm still playing Horizon Forbidden West. That one, I'm doing that one slowly. I'm trying to do everything possible in that game because I thought that fucker was overpriced. Like most new games actually are overpriced, but Horizon Forbidden West, I'm enjoying it. I'm just slowly going through it. No, J-Dub is getting the portal. Oh, fucking why? Starfield is your personal game of the year. Well, that's fair enough. But game of the year shouldn't be what Jeff Keighley says it is. It should be what you say it is. And that's what I always say. The game of the year is your personal choice, and that's how I always look at it. For me, so far, I haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3, but I would say it's probably Baldur's Gate 3. I can't think of anything else that's come close to that. But there's still Lies of P and Lords of the Fallen coming out. So, actually Remnant 2 as well. Remnant 2 is a fucking great game. You need to play over 12 hours to get good. And what's that, Des?
4 hours more than I played Horizon Forbidden West. Maybe 3 hours. So I clearly like this game, and I'm spending most of the day playing it because I like it so much so far. It's an ugly fucking game. I don't care.
It's not. But like I say, he's probably playing this... Hold on, let's blow this up. He's probably playing this on an Xbox. And every Xbox Series X footage I've seen so far, it's not as pretty as the PC version. And that's a fucking shame, to be honest. Because it is an actual pretty game. Not everything in it's pretty, but you can say that about every game. But you can also tell it's a Bethesda title. You can 100% tell it's a Bethesda title.
Care what you say. I like this game a lot, but it's ugly.
Oh, that fucking frame rate! Look at that.
A lot, but it's ugly.
The frame rate alone made me want to go sick. That's fucking horrible.
I like this game a lot, but it's ugly, right? And I bring this up because Phil Spencer did a interview with.
Also, have you guys, whoever's playing on PC, have you tried playing it with a controller? It is a fucking dick to play with a controller. It's like the first, well, it's not, I wouldn't consider it a full first-person shooter. You can go third-person, blah, 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 but it's like one of those games where I tried just sitting back, relaxing with the controller. It was not fun to play with a controller. I fucked up so much. You think the game looks good? I think it looks great, but like I say, on PC, it looks better than the Xbox, definitely. It's like a horrible truth, but what I don't get is people like Gaz on Daily, for instance. His PC will run this game fine, but I think he won't get much better performance than the Xbox. I think he's got a 2070 Super. If I still had my old build playing this game, that fucking thing would just be on its knees, nearly on fire, I think. Sorry, not ugly in a 4K LG. But that's okay. I'm saying, I'm seeing it through someone's stream, so unless you're talking about Jaffe. But I've seen it through other people's streams, and the game's not ugly at all. It doesn't look as nice as what it does on PC on max settings. Like, obviously I'm going to play it on max settings. I don't play anything on anything else, to be honest with you.
Destin from IGN, and one of the things he said, talking about Redfall, let me turn this down a little. He said, one of the things that we kind of dropped the ball on with Redfall was not communicating to...
No, they just dropped the ball on Redfall altogether. Redfall was just a fucking disaster. I don't think anyone actually defended that game, to be honest.
Arcane what it means to be a first-party title, which seems like, Jesus, guys, but he was like, well, it was in the middle of COVID and it was the transition, whatever. Okay, fine. And I get it. This game was already in development. I get it. And I would not have wanted to delay it, but ooh, I gotta go kill that thing. Like I said, I'm enjoying the shit out.
Look at this though. Like this, don't get me wrong, looking at this through his video, I don't think his recording quality is great neither. But it is a good looking game. I will say the environments they're not like shit. There's loads of foliage, like King Thrash would say. There's loads of foliage. The water physics aren't the best, don't get me wrong, but the water looks great. The trees, okay, it's an alien planet, so obviously they're going to look a bit weird, but nothing looks like unless you go really close to it, nothing looks flat and awful. So it is a good looking game. Yeah, controller was fucking awful on this game. I just thought, I just want to put my legs up, chill out with the controller in my hand, and I was like, but I ended up, the space police. I ended up shooting the space police by accident with the controller, and I had to Alt F4 out of there. I was like, oh fuck me! Or I was gonna save scum it no matter what, because I didn't want that shit. Yeah, been playing Starfield since early access. Locked it's been freaking amazing. Yeah, I got the early access. I think I got it cheaper on CD keys. It was 60. Supposed to be £85 on Steam. £65. So it's, yeah, it's £20 off on CD keys, which was actually pretty decent if anyone wanted to buy it that way. Starfield creates a world and the visual style of sci-fi illusions of the 50s. Yeah, no, yeah, I can see that. Definitely, that's a great way of explaining it. That's a really good way of explaining it. It's, yeah, it's all an illusion. The way, like, you can't fly to a planet and stuff like that. Like the tile, explaining the tile system is hard. Or what my thoughts are on it. My thoughts will probably be wrong, and someone will have a different opinion. But I'll go into that in a bit. Let's carry on with Jaffe's video. It's not that long.
Out of this game, a great deal. But don't fucking come at me. I was tweeting earlier about some of the character models are just hideous. And people are like, no, it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. No, it's not. You can love something and still be critical of it, especially when you're...
I can agree with that. You can still love something and be critical. I'm critical of a lot of games, but like it doesn't take away from the experience. Like the graphics being the lowest point of what a game should be. Like the graphics are not top of priorities. Gameplay and what you can actually do in the world that the developers have created is best. $65.99 CDs. That was it, Des. That was it. $65.99, and that's what I got it for. I was like, fuck, I'm not passing up on that. The only thing I was concerned about, they wouldn't let me preload it, but the key came through and they let me preload it because it was a fucking beast of a file. My internet is not the fastest. So it took me a good part of 5-6 hours to download the fucking thing.
You're paying with your time and money, and especially when you love the medium. So, I don't know where that became a thing that you have to just swallow everything hook, line, and sinker. This game is great. I'm loving it. But come on, man. I mean, check this out. Look at this for a second. Now, again, it's different company. I get it.
It's go to a PlayStation game. Okay, I will admit, Horizon Forbidden West is a fucking stunning game. I will not take that away from the game at all. It's a stunning game, but there's a lot of illusions in that game as well. So if you look here where my mouse cursor is now, or here, see all this fog? All this fog is shit that they don't want to render perfectly. You can see a lot in the distance, but are they perfectly rendered? You'll never know unless you can, cheat engine your way over there without the assets loading. That's the only way you're gonna know. I don't take it away that it is a fucking beautiful game, but there's a lot of illusions. And so the tile system in Starfield. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. So if you run for 10 minutes in a world in Starfield, you'll stop. You'll hit an invisible wall, which nobody's really going to fucking do. Yeah, whatever you can see in that tile you're in, you can go to. So if there's a building there, you can go to that building. Or a station, or whatever it is there, you can go there. Also, from my experience anyway, so far. But you're not going to run in a straight line for 10 minutes and hit a wall. Nobody realistically is. So, instead of unloading assets, this is my thoughts. So instead of unloading an asset and letting you carry on to run around the world, which, how long would it genuinely take you to run around Earth? It would take you fucking years. Okay? So no one can do it. It's impossible. So, realistically, so in a game like Horizon, which is a big world, it takes, you know, to run from one end to the other, will probably take you a while. But I don't know the actual number. Probably take you a while. But it's unloading assets as you're moving forward. So whatever you've left behind, it's deleting them assets. If you ever look in the highest point of Horizon and look towards where you've been, you probably can't see where you've been. Well, after about 5 minutes of walking anyway. So it works about the same. Instead of a tile system, it's like unloading and preloading. It's hard for me to explain without getting it perfectly right, but those are my thoughts anyway. I could spitball about that for fucking ever, but that's the way I think it's doing. Just Bethesda couldn't be arsed doing it that way because the planet's too big to actually do it with. What? Oh, Forbidden West with PS Plus, and it doesn't hold a candle to Starfield. As in what you can do in the game. No, I do like the combat. Don't get me wrong, I like Horizon Forbidden West. I like the world they built. I won't shadow that one. I think it's a great game, but I would prefer to sink more hours into Starfield. Starfield's an RPG where you can fuck up and your choices have consequences. That's what I like in an RPG. I do like that sort of gameplay. Like, I got caught. I was desperate for a heal. By the way, if you want med packs, they don't come around too often. If you see a vendor with med packs, just buy them all. So I was desperate for a med pack, and I just saw one on the wall, took it without thinking, and the space police came and dragged me off. But it opened up a brand new quest line, which is great. Stuff like that doesn't happen in a lot of these PlayStation games. I thought getting caught by the space police is definitely worth it in the game. It opens. I'm trying not to spoil too much, but it opens up a quest line. So be a little thief and get caught because it's definitely worth it. Looks great, but not having on Bethesda open world is technically under the surface. Still great level on Morrowind. I never played... You know what? I never played Morrowind. I've got Oblivion. I've never played Oblivion either. But I never played it. I should, actually. Bean or Bean? What the fuck are you going on about? Oh, someone's put in a typo. What's the traits and background did I pick? I genuinely don't remember. I'm cosplaying as Ace Rimmer, the guy on the thumbnail. That's not cosplay. I'm role playing as Ace Rimmer. So when I answer someone, I'm emulating his voice in my head. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. If you don't know who Ace Rimmer is, just watch Red Dwarf. I know there's some here in the chat that's watched Red Dwarf. Baron Grod is one of them. You like Horizon Zero Dawn much more. As far as the narrative, I still haven't finished the story, so I can't say. But I did like the narrative in Zero Dawn. But I say I think that game was great. It's just the combat was boring in Zero Dawn. Just find the strongest bow and just annihilate everything. At least in Forbidden West, it makes you go use different types of ammo. It's really cool. Rimmer the hologram. Yeah, it's Rimmer the hologram, but he's Ace. There's a couple of episodes where he comes in as Ace Rimmer, and you know what? He's my favourite character and everything. He's so funny. He makes me laugh. I've been rewatching Red Dwarf recently, yeah, and I just forgot how good it was. And you know what? Even though the budget they had back in them days, yeah, I was just like, how did you make it feel like they were actually in space, where you know in your head they weren't? They were just in a studio. But they did a really good job of making it feel like they were actually stranded in space. I think it was actually great. Why not Lister? Lister's great. I love him as a character, but Ace Rimmer. If you've ever watched it, Jacob, like Ace Rimmer, it's just. You're hoping for Master Chief Armor. It could be modded in. There's a load of mods already. The meta in Forbidden West freeze and nuke. Oh yeah, you're probably right there. Yeah, you are probably right there. But I try not to rely on it. How's it going anyway? Is it Tracy? Tracer? I don't know how the fuck to say your name. I'm a dumbass. Reading names like that, I'm like, oh. Yeah, Lister is good, but Morrowind's great. I can't wait for Skyrim, the fan-made remake of Morrowind. I've heard about that. Another one I want to play is Half-Life 2 RTX. I'll tell you what, Starfield reminds me a lot of Half-Life. It's got, you can say that a lot about Fallout as well, but Starfield reminds me of Half-Life more than Fallout because it's obviously the space thing. But it's got, I think they've got the shooting down much better in this game than they have in the old games. And it makes me feel like it's like a Half-Life style game, even though like, I'd say Black Mesa is probably one of my favourite. Like the remake of Half-Life 1, like Black Mesa is one of my favourite first-person shooters. It's really good. But yeah, Starfield gives me that. I'm not saying it's the same, it just gives me that feeling. Yeah, I seen Fritz say that. If you take a photo, it becomes your loading screen. The loading's so quick on PC, I haven't noticed. When I load in between scenes, I can barely notice them. So, yeah, whoever complains about loading screens, well, I don't know what they're like on Xbox, but I haven't really noticed. But on PC, the loading is quick. Black Mesa is great. Black Mesa is one of the best games ever. I want Noon to be modded as well. Welcome from Star Trek. Oh, do you know what would be cool? The Star Trek Next Generation ship. The Enterprise. The one that looks like a fucking huge disc. I like that ship. I think it's really cool. I'd love to mod that. Some of the NPCs. Oh yeah, some of the Yeah, the NPCs don't look as great as what. So, but I can't excuse it. It's just a creation engine. It's not as good. I don't know what engine they use for Horizon. Because it's a fucking stunning engine. Like I say, I agree that like every single NPC in Horizon looks really good. But the creation engine can't make character models that well, I don't think so. But like I said, it doesn't take away from the game.
They're doing different things with their games. But don't fucking tell me. I mean, Forbidden West is one of the prettiest games ever made, along with Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, so yeah, okay, I would agree. One of the prettiest games ever made. You got the Starfield watch, guys. If you got the Starfield watch, how much did you pay for it? I didn't get it. Decim engine. No, I don't think it's the Decim engine. It's Kojima's engine. Decim engine is something special. That's fucking amazing. I hope Death Stranding 2 expands a bit more in its world. It doesn't have so much of an empty sort of world. I know there's a reason for it being empty, but I hope there's more in it this time because that Decim engine looks so good. Proprietary engine. That is... Yeah, that is it. But isn't it an evolved engine from what they usually had? Decimus Gorilla's engine, they let Kojima use it. Really? Sick. Kojima knows how to use it better because what I was about to say now, even though... Oh no, you haven't got it. No, I didn't get it though. I think Gaz got it. I think he's going to show it off after on his live stream. When he streams after, I want to see if he got it. I don't know what the hell it's worth, but... Yeah, a lot of stuff like that the collector's editions of games are a lot. The only one I ever wanted, I think, was the Elden Ring one, but it was sold out. I wanted that fucking Melania doll. I wanted that. Another one I wanted was, but it was before my time. I wanted the Artorias statue, the figure from Dark Souls 1. The Artorias' story was probably one of the best stories in Dark Souls 1. As Gaz does have the watch, I thought he did. I thought he fucking did. I'm sure I've seen him opening the box on Twitter. So what was I saying? Let's go back. I'm sure.
Well, that's one of the prettiest games ever made.
Oh yeah, so he was saying it was one of the prettiest games ever made. Okay, fair enough, but it's not free from bugs. I will say that. I've seen some bugs in Starfield that just made me piss myself laughing. I think I got Sarah, one of the companions, stuck on a railing, like upstairs, and she wouldn't move. She wouldn't go from there. I just carried on shooting bad guys, and she was just standing in one spot, jumping up and down like a flipping, like she was having an episode. And that was a hilarious bug. Another one was I just warped into a part of space, and one of the ships that, you know, you just see random ships in space, one of them was just spinning round and round and round, and I thought it didn't break the game. I just thought it was fucking funny. Some of the character models do some weird things as well. You can create a visual experience. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that is true. Look at what's a good example of that? Oh, Blasphemous 2, like I'm playing now. It's 2D. It's a pixel art game. It's actually stunning. It's a pixel art game, which is actually... It's not stunning to everyone, but for me, I love what they created in Blasphemous 2. I think that's a really, really good looking game. And what they've done with the backgrounds and stuff, it's really clever and creative. So I'd say, like, no, graphics is not everything. I know that for a fact.
Along with Ratchet & Clank on PS5, I don't expect everything to be as beautiful, and this doesn't even look great because it's a still image. But don't act as if anybody critiquing these two things doesn't have a pot to piss in. You're just simply wrong, and I don't mean that like it's not subjective. Of course, art is subjective, but unless
well, that's the whole point. It might not be pleasing to you, but it's pleasing to someone else. Okay, if you're listening to an Xbox fanboy, it's not. You're obviously not going to believe him. If you're looking to like just a person that likes games and says this game looks great, I love it, then you can actually believe him. So it's not. It's all subjective, like what you think. I think the game is stunning, though. I think it is a really good-looking game in general. Not nitpicking all the other bits.
The intention of this art is to create a game that is meant to be like a retro throwback to games like in 2004. You don't have a pot to piss in. What's this? Ooh, that's creepy.
A little creature. What did you say about going back to 2004?
A retro throwback to games like in 2004?
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. If you go back to games in 2004, you know you're going to see some graphics that weren't that great. But it didn't, like I say, it doesn't take away from the games. I think... What did I go back and try and play recently? The Matrix Path of Neo. I loved that game. I loved that game when I was younger. And I thought those graphics was just fucking second to none back then. Except for something like Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. But I thought those graphics are amazing until I went back to it and I was like, whew, okay. Them graphics changed a lot.
You don't have a pot to piss in. What's this? Ooh, that's creepy. These things are creepy. Like I'm telling you, see, I'm playing the game in real time, babies. I dig this game a great deal. But it's pretty ugly. And people are like, oh, well, it's their engine. I would assume that they're just going to move everybody on over to Unreal 5 at this point. I don't know why they would need to keep...
No. If you think this engine is taxing on systems, Unreal 5 is going to bring even the new consoles to their knees. What am I looking forward to? What's that game called? Lords of the Fallen. Okay. That's on UE5. It's a stunning looking game. I honestly think Lords of the Fallen is going to set some consoles alight. Because it's a good looking game and it's on UE5. Oof. And I think it's not the first one. What was that game that's just come out recently? Immortals of Avium, whatever it was called. Is that UE5? That ran like a piece of shit as well, apparently. I don't know why everyone wants everything on Unreal Engine 5. Like you say, the Decima engine runs on the PlayStation 5 flawlessly. It runs so well. It's got some weird issues, like I said with Rise of Forbidden West. Aloy's hair will go fucking nuts sometimes. It's got some weird issues, but I played Death Stranding on PS5. I didn't see a single thing out of place when I played that game. And I've played it on PC, and that engine works so much better on better even on PC. It's crazy. Unreal Engine does some really cool some cool stuff. Is that Immortals of Avium on UE5? Yeah. Apparently that runs like turd. And it doesn't even look that great. You know what I mean? I think the developers were trying to pull back on resources on that game, by the looks of it, because there's nothing like next gen like these console fanboys say about that game at all. There's nothing I haven't seen before, you know. And I was interested in it until I just saw someone play it, and I went, I think if people have their own engine, they just stick to it. Yeah, in some cases, yes, but the creation engine. The only cool thing about the creation engine, you can fuck with it still, and it's so easy to mod. And you know, you can actually mod it yourself, or like cheat engine it. You can actually cheat engine. Oh, what the hell? There's a console command within Starfield. If you look up Fallout 4's cheats with console commands, you can actually mess about with the game in console commands. It's fucking hilarious how you do it. Oh, please, no, not another soulless UE5 game. Oh, God, yeah, I know. Creation engine serves a different purpose. It makes add content exists game. Yeah, that's what I mean. 60,000 mods for Skyrim. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, that is the cool part of the creation engine. The uncool part of it is, like, modders do a better job than Bethesda sometimes. That's the funny part. And they never do good PC ports. But I know what you mean. Like, everyone wants to go UE5 now. Don't get me wrong, UE5 does some fucking amazing things, but you need a powerhouse to run some of them games. I mean, look at UE4. That run like a piece of shit. What was that? Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The state that game came in, that was Unreal Engine 4. They did a benchmark of Immortals of Avium on side by side on a 7900 XTX and a 4090. The game was better optimized for AMD 2, runs decent on AMD. Oh, right. That's always going to happen, though. Some games are going to favour AMD over Nvidia and vice versa. That's always going to happen. You got it, plays crap and looks crap. Fair enough. It looked interesting in the trailer. And when I actually saw it, I was like, ugh. Oof, dear. You tried Todd Howard's first 2 games. The hell are they? UE5 was made compatible with UE4. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think if you've got the engine, you can like use the UE4 part of it. I don't know. I haven't looked enough into it. I've looked into what the UE5 can do, which is cool, but like I said, it's gonna bring systems to the fucking knees. I thought my PC was gonna be future-proof. I'm fucking doubting it now. Terminator games. What, old school Terminator games? I don't think I've ever played them. I might have.
GPU. I mean, I don't know what their systems are and stuff. So 5 at this point. I don't know why they would need to keep you. I mean, I don't know what their systems are and stuff. So I guess this planet has dinosaurs. Okay, I'm going to try to kill this guy. In the meantime, though, I just wanted to say that because I was having people pushing back on Twitter, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I can be critical and still love something. But that said, though, I'll be talking about this in detail in tomorrow's live stream. But first, I'm going to kill me some of these. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. What's going to happen?
Oh,
they're
he's just
easy
killing
pickings.
Wildlife. Well, he's just killing wildlife. You.
Sorry, pals.
Oh, that's not nice. They weren't even attacking him. They were attacking him. It'd be a different story. Yeah, that's SPC mod. Yeah, my friends tried it, and it does some weird like shimmering effect. I remember doing it on Spider-Man, and it had some fucking awful artifacts on like Windows. But that was my old PC, not on my current one. It put some really strange artifacts on like Windows surfaces. And water, I had some, I think God of War 2018. Water just had like artifacts on it. The LSS can, if it's not implemented properly, it can really fuck with the visuals of a game. When they made the lore explanation for Terminators glitching though through walls, I don't know. I've never played that, so I wouldn't know. Look up Terminator Future Shock and Terminator Skynet. I'll have to check them out. How old are them games, Jacob? Let's get rid of Monley's thing there. Oh, look who we've got next. Ooh! So which one first? I was right or not too bad? I know which one's the worst video out of all of them. Out of both of them, sorry. I know which one's the worst one out of both of them. And one of them's fucking hilarious. Old. Alright. I might have played them. What system? Jacob, what system were they on? I remember something. This is how old I am. An Amiga A500. I was right. Very old. Okay, I remember it. And I'm sure I played the Terminator game on an Amiga. Was it like the old RoboCop game? If you guys ever remember that one. Windows DOS. Oh, fucking hell, yeah, that's old then. Fair enough. That is old. That's like fucking Acon computer shit. Maybe that is like the Sky doubling down on BS. That's what I mean. I got two videos. I've got the I was right video or the not too bad video. Alright, because this is the older one. It's an FPS. Oh, I know which one it is now. Fuck. Holy sh! I remember it. Did it have like like shit pre-rendered cutscenes? Like it looked like a part of the movie, but it was really low res. Let me know if it was. Fuck. I think I know which one you mean.
Placed.
I was right about Starfield. Review scores are here. Just hope it's not his review score. Yeah, it was that one. Okay, yeah. I know which one it is now. Yeah, I did play it, but I think I played it on an Amiga. Which, essentially, I think it is DOS. I might be wrong. But, I've already downloaded. Holy shit! Look at that ratio! Oh! In 2 days! 4.6k dislikes. Oh my god. He's gonna stop uploading soon. Which would be a shame. The reason Todd Howard does a job. Fuck, I'm gonna have to try and play that somewhere. Definitely. Look at that fucking ratio. Ooh.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, talking today about Starfield, because the game reviews of perhaps one of the biggest Xbox games ever have finally dropped, and they're lower.
Biggest Xbox game ever. Would you guys agree with that one? Do you think it's... oh, excuse me. I'm doing a review tech burp. Would you say Starfield is the biggest Xbox game ever? Halo, Gears of War. No, I would say I would go for Halo 3. Halo 3's launch was something special. Even did I play it at launch? I don't remember. I did play it, but I don't remember if I played it at launch. Check thumbs. Check thumbs. Oh fuck. Oh, I'll have a look at it later, Jacob. You got me interested in that now.
Than some fans predicted. Unfortunately, I was exactly
He needs to fix his green screen. Look at his microphone. It's all messed up. Unless... No. He just needs to fix it. Look at this. It's all fucked up.
right. Let's talk about the 7 out of 10s it's getting, the 10 out of 10s. Let's discuss the crazy mess the internet is currently digging through with these top digit numbers. Are you ready? Here we go. Be sure to like this video and subscribe.
No, because everyone did this. Fucking hell.
If you haven't already. But now, let's go to deep space with Starfield.
Okay, so he has chosen one. This is different in most Twitter posts, because the higher scores were at the top, down to the lower scores. So he's chose one that makes it look worse. Well, that's what I think he's tried to do here anyway. So all you see, so your eye catches 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 75 out of 100, and then you go to VGC, which is 5 out of 5. I don't know why they count it like that. It's fucking weird. Why don't they all just stick to 1 to 10? Or 0 to 100? I don't understand that.
Now, we have an interesting breakdown here. It's got an 86 on OpenCritic right now. Typically, when it comes to aggregates, the score goes up and down over the course of the first week as essentially more...
86. Was anyone in my live stream when I said 86? Did anyone hear me say when I thought the game was going to get an 86? And was I right? Or was I very, very fucking close? But 86 isn't a bad score, even though I don't give a shit about OpenCritic or Metacritic. But it's not a bad score. Snacking on Doritos. What flavour you got? Oh, you got some fucking wacky flavours in the US, haven't you? You were there. I know you were there, Jacob. What flavour you got?
reviewers finish the game. But as it currently stands at embargo time, it's an 86 on OpenCritic. I predicted it would get an 85. People got mad at me. People were like legitimately calling me a hater, saying that I want the game to fail. Clearly, that's...
He did want this game to fail. Very interesting how Starfield will review tomorrow. The leaked gameplay of empty planets and invisible walls are very different from the trailer footage. I still think it will get an average Metacritic score of around 85. He wasn't far off wrong, to be fair.
That's not the case. I just have eyes, and I could see the fact that the game is it's a 7 out of 10.
Well, like I said, that's IGN. IGN gives 7s to literally everything. Literally everything they give 7s to. Okay, not everything, but it's like this score. There was a huge thing about it not long ago, where they just settled on a score and that number was 7. It was like a good enough number not to piss people off. But there was a huge thing on it not long ago about how IGN do their scoring.
10, right? I mean, it kind of looked like a 7 out of 10 from all these graphics, but now that we have a bunch more gameplay, wow, that's incredibly freaking poorly lit. Oh, look at all that big empty space. Lots of empty planets.
Okay, empty space. When you go from one town to another in Skyrim, it's a big ass empty space with maybe a mountain in the middle and a tiny little hut. That's how most open world games are. Open world games done right would probably be The Witcher 3 I'd say even Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, you can run for a while and not see much. You can see loads of open spaces. It's not unnatural for an open world to be empty. It's just that he's viewing it in this contain. Oh, it's really hard to explain. He's viewing it as a contained open world, where Starfield is very different. It's an open world that's sectioned off in loads of different places. It's a very weird game to describe how they've done it, but I think it's really cool the way they've managed to do it. Even we all know we get a review bombed. Oh fucking hell yeah! Oh fucking hell yeah! Even Ponies admitted they were going to review bomb it. Who gives a shit what IGN thinks or Metacritic? No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody gives a shit, especially IGN. The only decent person in IGN is Destin, and I think he should stop. Well, I know why he works for IGN, it's for the paycheck, but I honestly reckon Destin should go, bye-bye IGN, I'm going to do alright on my own. And I really reckon he would. I honestly reckon Destin, as a Lone Ranger, would do alright. I think he will get the engagement. I reckon he'll get more engagement than IGN, because people want to actually listen to someone that's not going to talk bullshit. But I think he might have burned bridges with some things. What was that last one he did? He went hard on something not long ago, and it was fucking brutal. I think he may have burned some bridges there. Someone remind me, because my memory's like a fucking goldfish's. Oh yeah, he's definitely watching a low video quality, yeah. 100%. Unless that's his own gameplay, which I highly doubt it as well. Spider-Man and Empty City, how many buildings? Yeah, well that's what I mean. They think, oh, because there's a building there, it's great, but that building is literally just a placed asset. It's nothing amazing. I know what you mean, Baron Grod. It's a city, yeah, but it's not like Grand Theft Auto. You can interact with a lot of buildings in Grand Theft Auto. You can go in those buildings and fuck around in Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar do some fucking amazing magic with their games, but not a lot of people can replicate what Rockstar do. But yeah, Spider-Man is a very contained open world. It's not as big as what people think it is. IGN didn't let the Xbox people review Starfield. Yeah, I wonder why. Well, I can see why they wouldn't as well, because there would be bias there. You know, Destin would obviously be like drooling all over it. He is more an Xbox guy, but he does shit on Xbox a lot. Destin is quite realistic on what he reviews. The guy who reviewed Starfield gave Fallout 4 and 9. Really? Fallout 4 might be a great game. I might enjoy it, but it's just the appeal of the world. To me, that it just doesn't appeal to me for some reason. Whereas Skyrim, high fantasy, does, and sci-fi, you know, being out in space, that appeals to me as well. You mean none of the IGN reviewers, Xbox reviewers? Oh yeah.
A lot of this gameplay I'm seeing here, I still think the shooting is better than I thought it was going to be after watching a bunch of these reviews. Another 7 out of 10 here. I still think the faces look so freaking terrible. Everybody just looks like...
See, the faces aren't that bad. He is watching it on a low. Just fucking look at the bitrate on this video. I don't know how well you can see it through my stream, but I can even see here the bitrate is ruined on this video.
Like a weird emotionless puppet. So weird, like, hello, it is I, a Bethesda character.
You should clip that.
Freaking terrible. Everybody just looks like a weird emotionless puppet. So weird, like, hello, it is I, a Bethesda character. Okay, but...
Oh, I should fucking clip that. Oh god, I need to put that at the end of the video. You cannot learn the gas giant. Because King Thrash says you can. You should be able to go and explore The big gas giant. Jesus Christ, he is trying his best on that one. He is really trying his best to get out of that one. Fuck it, I heard he's had a coping session with JTech. Either his stream or JTech's stream. I heard he's had a massive coping session where they all defend him. I don't know which one it's in though. I won't let even Ryan McCaffrey review it. I've heard that name, Ryan McCaffrey. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I'm not good with these names of these reviewers because I don't give a fuck about them. I can go to Uranus.
I wanted to actually
You can't go into mine. For one, I don't have one. The surgeon deleted my anus. Oh, the sun. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. He said something about the sun as well. I don't mean the newspaper. King Thrash said something about the sun as well. Oh, fuck. I don't know who tweeted that. My memory needs to be better. Hold on. I think I screenshotted it on my phone. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I screenshot shit on my phone all the time. No, I didn't. Oh, I just screenshotted that. Dick. Anti-gravity combat. I haven't got that far yet. Oh, I haven't found it yet. I like using the jetpack. The anti-grav combat. I've seen it. It looks cool as fuck. It looks like so much fun. God knows how it'll control, but it looks like fun. Ugh, my nose is blocked, guys. Oh, we had this conversation last week. Or last week, the week before. No, it does not have the fucking page 3 girls in it. Because everyone doesn't like seeing naked girls anymore for some weird fucking reason.
Take a look at some of the reviews specifically and find out what is it that they actually didn't like. Now, this is the Starfield review from IGN. They gave it a 7 out of 10, and they said, the game has disjointed space travel, non-existent maps, aggravating inventory.
One thing I'll criticize about the game is the star system map. Holy fucking shit, there's a pain in the ass to navigate. And on controller, it's just more of a pain in the ass. I got used to it now, but fuck, to start with, I didn't like that at the beginning. The star maps could have been done a lot better. In my opinion, they could have anyway. Jesus, the star maps were... They're not the best thing about the game. Don't forget to hit the licks. What? The licks? The likes? Oh, you mean the likes. Oh yeah, guys, hit the like buttons. I got 15 likes, that's pretty good. Dan Stapleton. See, I don't know these names because I don't give a fucking flying shit about them. There's only certain people I actually like listening to when it goes to video game either reviews or advice, but it would be a case of Starfield. I got more and more hype towards it, and I just decided, right, I am definitely going to buy that day one no matter what. Because Steam has a good refund system. If it ended up being a mess, I would have refunded it. But no, I'm actually happy with it. But if I'm on the fence about buying a game and I think, I don't need to buy it day one, and then someone like Fighting Cowboy, he's one of the guys I trust. He does a lot of Souls-like games, but he's a guy I definitely trust. Someone like him, maybe Asmongold, I'll watch him play like an hour of a game and go, oh, this looks good. You know, stuff like that. I go and watch people that'll have a more genuine opinion about a game. There's some people are just ACG. I have seen them. But I watch Game Ranks, even though they say some fucking dumb shit sometimes. But Game Ranks and Jake Baldino, Valka, I think they do a decent job. They have said some dumb shit in the past. But when they do like a before you buy and stuff like that, there's decent criticisms about the games. They don't like totally shit. I think that the worst one they shilled for was God of War Ragnarok. I don't know why, but they massively shilled for that game. Sorry, on number 6, kind of Stella Artois. I thought you said Stella and steroids, and for some reason, 6 kind of Stella. I hope you're on your own. Actually, no. I used to drink stuff called Leth. Well, that's like 6.6%. It's fucking after like 8 bottles of that. You knew you had 8 bottles. You were either going sick or you didn't know what was going on.
Inventory management and a slow rollout of essential abilities that very nearly did Starfield in. It sounds like the game very early on is practically unplayable.
Unplayable, my ass. Inventory management is another one. I would say put points into weightlifting. Fuck, the inventory space at the beginning is a bitch. It still is a bitch, actually. 13 hours in, it's still a bitch.
It was the joys of piloting a custom spaceship into and out of all sorts of situations in a rich sci-fi universe that eventually pulled it out of a nosedive. God, that is incredible.
He really loves that review. You can tell he loves it. You got 4 cans left. You're like my brother, man. My brother works away, and when he comes home after working away, what he'll do, he'll go straight to Tesco or whatever big shops close. He'll go there, grab himself 2 crates of 10 Stella, the 10 packs you can stick in the fridge. Stick them straight in the fridge, and he'll crack one open and just not stop until those crates are empty.
Incredibly freaking harsh. I'm glad that I powered through these early hours because just like Skyrim and Fallout 4 before it, there is still an immense amount of power to discover. That pull to seek it out is strong. Starfield's interstellar mystery eventually pays off once the ball got rolling. Combat on foot and in space.
Combat. So Starfield's interstellar mystery story eventually pays off in there. Got the ball rolling, combat on foot and space gradually became good enough for... I think the combat's good from the get-go. I know you can get perks and stuff in the skill trees, but I think the combat's decent enough. I'm playing on medium. Some of the enemies are bullet sponges. Also, the hit registry isn't like the best. I found like this unbelievable like revolver handgun, and it was powerful, but the hit registry was a bit off on it. But I still say the combat was decent even from the get-go. It didn't need the skill tree to make it like... I didn't need to put loads of points in the skill tree to make it amazing.
Gradually became good enough after I'd finished the story around 60 hours in. You have to beat the game first before it gets fun? That's weird. So let's look at that breakdown real quick. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. PC Gamer, 75. PC Mag, 7 out of 10. Down here, Digital Trends, 7 out of 10. It did get 2 perfects.
I wonder why PC Mag gave it a 3.5. And what was the other one? Windows Central gave it a good one. What was the other PC one? I'd say that... Oh, PC Gamer, 75. I'd say performance was there, right? And I think PC Gamer and PC Mag does criticize performance always. I'm not 100% sure though. Just waiting for your Vindaloo. You're getting a takeaway Vindaloo. Oof. That sounds good. I do like a Vindaloo. You can get one sometimes and I'll be crying. My eyes will just be watering. My nose will be running. I'll be sweating. And it's just not good. And then sometimes I just go, oh, I'll get a Madras. I get a Madras, which is more or less the same as a Vindaloo. And instead of the Madras, they give you the Vindaloo, and you're like, oh, thank me. And sometimes, you know, when you're just not expecting it, you're fucking, ugh. It hurts. I do like my spicy shit, though. I love it. Like, if I go KFC is my favourite fast food. But I always go for the Zinger Stacker. And I always get the hot wings. I love KFC hot wings. Oh, they're so good. PS5 blows. Series S usually. How's it going, dude? Have you got Starfield on the Series S? And how's it going if you have? PC Mag hate Microsoft. Oh yeah, I can imagine they do. Yeah, I can imagine they do. Aren't they more like, don't they like Linux more? I'm sure they're more Linux-based people. The only reason I wouldn't go Linux, because like anything with like easy anti-cheat and like stuff like that just becomes a pain in the ass. But other than that, Linux would be great. I would love a Steam Deck. I just don't want to pay full price for one. Even DualShockers gave it a 9. That says a lot. That says a lot. Steel Ninjas Gaming, how's it going? Went off stellar years ago. Cronenberg. Oh, Cronenberg's good, but doesn't... No, it's not Cronenberg. Yeah, I do like Cronenberg, actually. I was more of a San Miguel type person. I don't drink anymore, mainly for medical reasons, but San Miguel was my go-to. San Miguel and Desperados. Oh, Desperados are fucking... I'll grow in the fridge for tomorrow. See, I don't have that problem. I have a colostomy bag, so it just comes out easily, but that can also go wrong as well. That can also go wrong as well. But especially after a curry. Fucking hell. Saturday night's normally pizza night for me. That causes some wind, but hopefully you guys can't hear it. Because it's right in front of the microphone. I got no fucking choice.
Scores here from some website called Gaming Bible, which I'll be honest, I've never heard of. No offense to them.
Gaming Bible is a fucking Facebook-based thing. I think so. I wouldn't take their word for anything. Don't drink much now. Just in the fridge too. I stopped drinking for medical reasons, but for my own health more than anything, which is still degrading no matter what I do, to be honest. But I used to have some in the fridge. You never had a curry? Do they actually do curries in where you're from, Jacob? California, aren't you? You do love a stir fry. No, I'm not a stir fry type of person. No, I'm quite a simple person with food. I do like some like enchiladas. I think that's how you say it, enchiladas. Yeah, I love enchiladas. Fucking give me them every day. I absolutely love the sauce that comes with them. I used to drink beer. Foster's, Carlsberg. Yeah, Foster's and Carlsberg. They were sort of the go-tos, weren't they? One day someone gave me a mixed fruit cider. Now I drink that night. Oh, are they the Copperbergs? Yeah, you're from the UK, aren't you, CB? Copperbergs, yeah. I think they are so nice. Louisiana, that's it. Why did I think California? There was someone else here before us from California. Louisiana. But do they do actually, like, have you got a curry house, like an Indian curry house in Louisiana? Even if you do, I don't know if it's the same. My mum likes fruit cider. Oh, my mum's more of a Prosecco type person. She doesn't drink much neither. My dad does though. My dad fucking hell, he's a big, well, only on the weekends, but he drinks a lot. No curry. Oh, boys. It's one downside to America. I've always wanted to go to America just for food. Mainly, food and culture. Yeah. No curry though. Oh, mate, you're missing out here. Make sure you're not carry shit at 86. Oh, fucking don't. Oh my god. Dude, with the carry weight on that game, yeah, you can have shit in your inventory that does not need to be there. Curry's a British thing. Yeah, I know it's a British thing. They do have them in America. They do have curry houses in America, but it's not as common as what it is here. You got one in every fucking street around here. Oh, excuse me. Louisiana has a great food. I know what I want. I know what I want. I want to go to New York and I want to try. Every time I see a program or a movie that's based in New York and I see the pizzas, I'm like, fuck, that pizza looks good. I want to try one. I really want to try one. It's cheese to disconnect us from the mass gamers mainstream. Oh, that would, oh, yeah, but the Dreamcast guy is, he's a pony. Just doesn't want to admit it. Yeah, you're from the UK, I thought so. I've drank most mixed fruit ciders, but a sucker for Copperberg. Yeah, Copperbergs. Do you know what? I used to love a cold mixed fruit Copperberg from the fridge. I used to just play games when I lived with my ex-girlfriend. She'd go off to bed, and I'd be there playing games till like fucking 2 in the morning. I'd just go downstairs for a smoke back then. Go downstairs for a smoke, come back up. Before I come back up, look in the fridge, go, what's in there? It was Copperberg, like 2 in the morning, going, it's fucking so nice. And it was always hers. More Mexican, Chinese food in the States. Yeah, I suppose. Chinese, well, it might be different where you're from, Jacob, but Chinese here will bloat you. I'm not a massive Chinese food lover, but the stuff I do like from there just bloats me all the time. It's like an overload. But every Chinese around my area are super generous. For the price you would pay in like a local kebab shop, you get double the amount of food in every Chinese. It's ridiculous. You get one like plate of chips and it's enough for like 3 people. It's stupid.
Games Radar also gave it a 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, here, VGC also gave it a 10 out of 10. So for a lot of the low scores, there is a couple high digits in there. You can see Forbes definitely really enjoyed it there. Windows Central, which I'm not saying they're biased, but obviously they're an Xbox and a PC gaming web.
No, then are they on Xbox and PC gaming website? I'd say with a name like Windows Central, they're more PC than Xbox. I would say they're more PC than Xbox with a name like Windows Central. I don't know much about them. I'd say TechRaptor here with an 8 out of 10. That's a fair score. Yeah, I would say that's a fair score. 7 out of 10. It depends what they say on
website that does a lot of Xbox content.
Yeah, I don't get the 1 to 5 rating system. I wouldn't say it's 100% perfect game. There is no perfect game out there. Close to perfect is Armored Core 6. I can't find anything wrong with Armored Core 6. It is close to perfect. I'm a local chippy. There's literally a 2-minute walk away. Child's meal is more really. See, it was as dangerous was when I lived with my ex-girlfriend. There was a chip shop, literally a 30-second walk from my house. We lived in an estate, but there's just a random chip shop there. It was weird, but the chip shop was literally a 30-second walk. And it was so dangerous. He'd come home late from work and he was just like, I can't be asked cooking. Let's just go chippy. And it was so cheap as well. Armored Core 6 is perfect. I honestly, I can't find anything wrong with Armored Core 6. It's like insanely fat. Okay, the only one criticism, the graphics on like the back set isn't the greatest. Okay, but I just don't care about that. But other than that, gameplay wise, it's perfect. The Armored Cores themselves look amazing. Yeah, I think the environments look good, even though the graphics aren't the best. The environments look good; they suit it. I can't find anything really wrong. Like, I would say it's a 95. 95. If you go in like section it, 0 to 100, block it off in 5s. Yeah, so you'd go from 0 to 5 to 10, blah blah blah. It'd be a 95. There's hardly anything wrong with it. What lets it down maybe is the lack of options and graphics in the PC port, but it runs buttery smooth on my PC. Constant 120 FPS. I didn't get a single frame drop at all in that game. It was, yeah, I'd say it's borderline perfect, that game. Duke Nukem. Fuck. I just interviewed Duke Nukem Nuremberg. whatever. You can. Oh, is that the flop one? Yeah, I don't know which one it is. I know which one it is.
Very Microsoft focused, but I think a lot of people were predicting this would get 9s and 10s because there is just so much pressure piled on this. It is actually, I still stand by the fact that people got incredibly aggravated when I said this. This game needs to be a hit. Xbox sales are in the toilet. Again, this isn't an assumption. That's raw numbers. I'm not saying that sucks. You can get butthurt if you want. Xbox sales are in the toilet.
No, they're not. Xbox are doing fine because their games are not locked to one box. There's two Xboxes, Series X, S, and you got PC and you got streaming. So the Xbox is doing fine. So the numbers, the console sales units does not represent Xbox whatsoever, only because their games are spread across multiple platforms.
Even Xbox Game Pass subscriptions have stagnated significantly. They need a big game that's going to get people involved. I'm going to review Starfield. I've actually already got the Super Ultimate Edition pre-ordered and installed on my Xbox Series X because I'm going to play that at glorious 30 frames a second. But let's take a look at a positive review.
Yeah, glorious 30 frames per second. I like how he emphasized that one. You bitch, Dreamcast guy. And honestly, I can imagine Dreamcast guy's got a half decent PC as well. Because he can throw out these videos quicker than I can go for a piss. Honest to God, to render a video, actually to make a video, sorry, he needs to speak, record, render it. Let's take about, me to render some, like a 20-minute video takes 5 minutes at least. He can get a video out really quick, so I can imagine he's got a beast of a rig. Maze Bank, how's it going? How's Daily sucking off Phil going? I ain't sucking Phil off. He's so mad. Who's mad? Who's sucking off Phil? Does it taste good? I'll let you know. Have we got a PlayStation fanboy in the chat here? Amazing, a PlayStation fanboy. Woo! It takes ages to build the Sony Vegas. Does he use Sony Vegas? I use DaVinci and it's actually really good. Rendering in 4K. Is his videos in 4K? No. No, he's got the... No, it's just 1080p. That's all he's got. Rendering in 4K is a bitch, yeah. I only do it in 1080p because I can't be asked with the file sizes. I'm not into guys like Phil Spencer, not my taste. That's true. If you're gonna go for a dude, you gotta pick a good looking one that's cleanly shaved. Starfield is a big success with current players. Do you know what? Okay, I saw that tweet as well. Current player count on Steam only being 234,000, sorry, in the last 24 hours on Steam. Okay? So, some PlayStation fanboys are like, this is nowhere near how it's like on Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate 3 did some nuts numbers, okay? But like I said, this game is across multiple systems. So... And it's still in early access, which not everyone was going to buy it. So the real numbers will come out on the 6th, more likely the 7th, where everyone's gone and bought it. But for a game that's out on Game Pass, and Game Pass exists on PC as well, and you can buy the game through the Xbox app on PC, for a game that's not solely on Steam, that's good numbers. That's very good numbers. This game has done really well just in the first, few days. On Steam, that is a really good number. I'm also into chicks. Chickens. I don't know about chickens. A lot of people buy a PS console and secondary device. Yeah, I've got a PlayStation 5 as well. I don't have an Xbox, I got PC. But I prefer, I've always said it, I prefer playing games on PC. It's just my go-to place to play games. I don't mind playing on the PlayStation, but I'd rather their games be on my PC. So much better. Spider-Man Gamer, Starfield is a smash hit. It is a smash hit. I honest to God, it is a really good game. Womans. You mean the one? I know what you meant, Jacob. I'm taking the piss. Womans. I like the Womans too. What about the Womans with the pee-pee? What about the Womans with a pee-pee? Do you like them ones? Or would you try with them ones? If it was a good looking one. PC is awesome. Yeah, I love PC gaming. Even though, honestly, God, this is the weirdest. Since I've built this PC, I've never had a blue screen until the other day, and it was the weirdest blue screen I've ever had. All I did was disconnect the Xbox controller because I was going to use the PlayStation controller on a certain game, and it blue screened. That was the weirdest blue screen I've ever had. It must have been a power surge or something like that, but I've never ever seen that before. I was like, what the fuck? It was literally a blue screen for 2 seconds and it just restarted. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? It was really strange. But I love PC gaming. I know with this PC I haven't had a single hiccup at all. My old one, my overclocks, I think fucked it up quite often. Yes, and you blame Alex. Yeah, we can all blame Alex for that one. We can all definitely blame Alex for that one. But you look at his fucking NSFW on the Discord, don't you? But to be fair, if you're out in a club or something and, you know, really hot girl comes up to you and, you know, you took her back home or you went back to hers and you found out something different was down there, would you stop or would you just carry on? Me, I'd probably carry on. You sold the Series X and built a better PC. No 30 FPS yet, true. Honest to God, like, I understand, I don't care if anyone is playing on an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything like that, but if that's all you can afford, that is fair. The PlayStation ecosystem is getting more and more expensive, though. That's the biggest problem I have with PlayStation. The ecosystem is getting ridiculous, something similar to Apple. They're just like, you have to buy our products, simple. Carry on. What do you mean, carry on? No fapping tonight, Jacob. Stay away from Alex's Discord. You like Xbox, so you have to choose which hardware support, and many will be on the future Series X. Be my last Xbox. Yeah, I've said that. This will be my last PlayStation. The PS5 will be my last PlayStation. If a PS6 comes out, they're gonna have to bring out some fucking, like, a game I really, really want for me to buy another PlayStation, because I'm not gutted about the PS5. I mean, I have enjoyed, like, a lot of the exclusives. Not all of them. I didn't buy all of them, but I have enjoyed some of the games on there, but a lot of them are just coming to PC now, so I'd rather just wait for them. That was a bugbear. 30 FPS on console. What? I don't know. Guys, you've been drinking too much.
Review here. This is by RPG site The Pros. Incredible scope, great new modes like shipbuilding and combat, and breezy, compelling life sim vibe. Oh no, I don't like life sims. Sometimes they work well though, so I'm going in with an open mind. Occasional open world jankiness, segmented design, and a handful of mechanics feel undercooked. This is one of the things that there was some leaks about that made people very mad. The game is, even when it looks big and open, you're still landing in particular maps. Even if you land on a big empty ice moon or something like that, you are going to bump into invisible walls pretty frequently. Starfield slowly unfurls from the familiar into something wider, wilder, and more ambitious than I expected, even while in some areas it's quite happy to gently iterate on its predecessors. Our result is Bethesda Game Studios' best game yet. So they're essentially saying it's better.
Oh, I can agree with that. It's definitely Bethesda's best game yet. I honestly say, like, this is 100% Bethesda's, like, magnum opus. I just want them to, like, do better with porting the game over. And it's a shame that they're not going to try and get it to, like, a better frame rate on Xbox. But I know with, like, driver updates and stuff like that, it might get better on PC, but yeah, we'll see what kind of updates they do to the game. And if it makes it better or worse, I have no idea. I misread the design part. Oh yeah, you know, sometimes I think he's doing it on purpose.
Better than Skyrim, man. Starfield continuously just makes bigger and more ambitious scale and scope. That
When you think about it, Morrowind was segmented, so was Skyrim. Every time you went into a city in Skyrim, or a big town, sorry, when you opened the doors into that town, it had to go through a loading screen. So Skyrim, people are soon to forget that when they're talking about Starfield. So every time you had to go into a town or into a building in Skyrim, it had to go through a loading screen. As some of these fanboys are soon to forget that. You love Sims 4, I spent hundreds of... Oh my god. You spent hundreds of hours in Sims. Oh my god. Christ, I haven't played a Sims game since like the first one. And that was like on Windows 98, I think.
sounds pretty dang positive. I'm excited to check it out. Starfield is indeed Bethesda's most polished game to date. Only can imagine what this game would have been like if it...
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. If I'd seen that in my game, I'd have just laughed. I haven't seen that at all, to be fair. But that's pretty funny. And I watched Legacy Killer's channel. I think he's got some useful information. He's nowhere near a fanboy at all. I think he's a guy that's got good gaming news, put it that way. And he's got good criticisms of some games as well. He does repeat himself sometimes, though. I think we're all guilty of that, though. He does repeat himself, but I like Legacy Killer HD. He's pretty decent. You just arrived at New Atlantis. Fuck, you got a long way to go. Precious little white angel. Is that your full name? Jesus. Just wait until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know if I'm going to be alive when that fucker comes out. I honestly don't know if I've got that long to live. That's going to be a long time before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Jesus. That is a while away. I'd love to, yeah, definitely a game I will be looking forward to.
It launched in November 2022. Oh yeah, it's a good thing this game got a 10-month delay. That certainly helped. With that said, it still had a decent amount of bugs, some more egregious than others, though this was rather horrifying to look at. Oh yeah, the classic no face. Oh, nice. Just...
See, I'd have to open OBS at that point and just start recording because it'd be fucking hilarious. I'm gutted I didn't do it with a spaceship just going around in circles because I thought that was funny. Methcast guy, yeah, he is Methcast guy. Displays the dimples in his face.
Your headless crewmate, that's pretty cool. That face. This game is definitely, I mean, it's a Bethesda game. Bethesda games always launch glitchy. It's just how it goes. I'm not even offended. At times, Starfield feels dated, and it has the usual Bethesda jankiness, but the game is mostly enjoyable blast across the universe, fueled by great world building, improved RPG mechanics, fun side quests, that gets my attention, and exciting.
The side quests are really good. Do not miss out on the side quests. There's some really fun dialogue, and honest to God, some of the dialogue so far has actually made me laugh. I like the characters in this game. They're really good. Really well written characters. I will fucking say that. I think the writer for this... I did see a thing the other day where he was talking about when he wrote on something else. He's done a really good job of writing in this one. Fair play. Never had that. Probably VRAM issues. You're not wrong there. It might be VRAM issues. There's no indicator on how much VRAM this game uses unless you're using MSI Afterburner. I never run a MSI Afterburner. I normally use the standard NVIDIA, the NVIDIA one, the NVIDIA Experience. I just pop that up when I need it. Which really I should use MSI Afterburner because it is a more accurate one, I think.
Exciting ship combat. It's interesting that so many people are talking about how good the combat is. I think of everything in this that I'm the most curious to sink my teeth into, it's
meth. You just sink his teeth into meth. Just biting them crystals. Oh, can you imagine him doing that?
That combat. It is I want to actually see what it's like to fight, what it's like to win, what it's like to jump to warp speed and try and dodge a bunch of pirates. That sounds really good. Gene Park said this, Starfield
Benchmark the shit out of Starfield remains... Oh, that, to be fair, that's okay. Yeah, that's alright. If it remains below 8 gig, then the 8 gig boys should be alright. So one of my friends, he's been in the chat before. He's got a 2060 and I've warned him, listen, he's also got a Series X, and I told him you're probably going to be better off playing this than the Series X. He has been looking to do get new parts for his PC, but I'm trying to drill it into his head, do not buy a 40 series unless you're going to upgrade your CPU, otherwise he's going to create himself a bottleneck. My nephew has a 3060 and is it i5 600K? Or is it an i5? Oh, I'm not so sure. I think it's a 600K, but I'm not sure which model. I think it's a 9600K or a 10600. I'm not 100%. And the games he's had problems with booting up the game. When's the server coming out? Oh shit! Yeah, you know what? I have got it up and going. I need to make sure not every dickhead can come in there and just be dickheads. Basically, that's what I've got to be careful of. I'm trying to do a system where a bot will verify you. I've got it sort of working, but I need to make sure it's working properly. Otherwise, it's going to be I don't want to have to do what Alex does. I'll lock it behind the paywall. It's not a shit thing to do. I understand why Alex has done it, but locking it behind the paywall, it's not what I want. It won't be straight away, because I'm not saying I'm going to have thousands of people in there. It's a case of having people in there spamming stupid shit just because they don't like me. And I can understand that's why Alex has done it. So you'd have to become a member. You have to do that through bots as well. The only thing I want to do is click a little button or put a little password in if you read all the rules, and you can come in. That's all I want to do. It's just that I can't get it properly. Excuse me. Can't get it properly set up yet. But I'd like to have the server there because I like it when you DM me some weird shit, Jacob. I've got a section in there for fanboy clips, fanboy quotes and stuff like that. You know, like Frit and Alex have. I've got those sections there so people can just put their video suggestions in there. You can self-promote your videos and stuff like that. I've got it all set up there. I just need the verification system to work properly. And Alex clicked on a dodgy link. That's what I'm trying to stop as well. I'm trying to make sure only moderators can come in there and put up links, and not everyone can put up external links, because I don't mind Twitter links or anything like that. I want it to be a safe environment for everyone to use, so they don't get some nasty shit on the PC and stuff like that. You bought a 6800 just for the 16GB VRAM. Yeah, that's fair. That's why I went for a 4080. I was thinking, oh, should I get a 4070? And I looked at the VRAM and went, nope. So I had 4080, and that's got a lot of money for the fucking thing as well. Ooh. But it is worth it because most games run phenomenally well on 4080. They run so good on 4080. I don't regret my purchase. I just regret the price, and it was very fucking expensive. So there's this Gene Park. Starfield's triumphant return to Bethesda. See, Gene Park, that's a guy you can trust. I think he is a really good games journalist. And
Starfield is a triumphant return to form for Bethesda, easily the studio's best main quest ever. Now, that's pretty strong words. I know a lot of people specifically harp on the main story of Skyrim and Oblivion. I really like all the Elder Scrolls main quests, and of course, everybody loves the main quest of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, but it's cool to me that this is somehow a step above that. Something is lost in the sheer scale, but it makes the right sacrifices in its commitment to player agency. It has diverse quest lines. Many don't involve shooting. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. It only gets better the more I played. In fact, I fell in love after the credits rolled. The entire construction began...
Are you talking about my picture of me being ripped? Fucking hell. You having a beef stew? See, I don't like stews and really hot food. Like, I like stews and stuff in the winter. I think it's a winter meal. And here, it's really nice to have in the winter. It just settles the stomach nicely. I love navigation features from... I love the innovation and features from NVIDIA, but they dropped the ball with everything below the 40. Yeah, they did. The VRAM, man, just the VRAM. The 4070 Ti is a decent card besides the VRAM. I would rather go for a 7900 XT. Yeah, I would. The 4080s on benchmark tests is 30% more powerful. But in some games, you're going to benefit more from the 7900 XT. In Starfield, you're going to benefit more from a 7900 XT more than my 4080 by about 10 FPS, I think. Something like that. So it's a weird one. And there's other games, obviously, that does it as well. The 4070 Ti is a good card. Stingy with... Yeah, I don't know why they've done it, though. It's really weird. They went to eat potato soup. Potato soup? It's gotta have something else in it. Gotta have some meat in there. Not just VRAM, the bus. Yeah, yeah, that's another one. The 4080 is a good card if you don't want to spend 4090 money. But if you want the ultimate gaming rig, you just go for a 4090 on like a 13900K and a fucking, or the 75, I don't know, fucking thingies, 7950 or the 70, whatever the fuck the highest AMD chip is. How's it going, Toby? Yeah, for the ultimate build, you go for that, but you're looking like, mine was nearly $3,000. That was without hard drives, because I reused my old ones. But yeah, you're looking nearly $4,000 if you want to go full on, like, called potato soup. The recipe's called baked potato soup. Oh. Yeah, you're looking like $4,000, nearly 5K from America, yeah. But it's a lot of fucking money. Need some of my videos, keep up the good work. Oh, cheers, Toby. I try my best. Last week I was unmotivated. I made a quick video last week, but it was still funny, regardless. I laughed rewatching it, even though I said something stupid in the middle of it, but I won't go back to that. AMD in all my 5 builds. See, that's alright. I don't care what anyone has, AMD or NVIDIA. I'm not a fan of any of them. I've got a 13700K and a 4080 because I thought that build was viable, and to be fair, it's an actual good build. It really is a good build. One of my friends has got a 13700K and a 4090, and I thought the 4090 was a bit too strong for the 13700K. I honestly think I should have gone for a 13900K. It's a 13700K I've got. It's a good CPU. It's a fucking beast of a CPU. This PC runs quick. Everything's snappy, quick. Nothing lags. It's so fast. Everything. Full SSD build as well. I've got two 3rd gen M.2s, 1 4th gen M.2, and I've got 2 2.5s in the back, and that's what I put most of my video stuff on as well. Spent 2K in a PC, 3070 Ti and 11700F. That's a decent build though. That is a decent build. I think the 3070 Ti is an alright card, but the prices the 30 series had, well, the inflated prices the 30 series had was fucking horrible. You always preferred AMD, not a fanboy. Sure. I only like NVIDIA's like new tech, the AI tech that they brought out. I think it's really cool. I don't use any upscaling in any game hardly. I never use it, but I do think the tech they've brought out is really cool. 12 core 5900Xs. 5900X is a good CPU. That's a really good CPU. 8 terabytes of SSDs. Fucking hell, me having 6 terabytes, I thought that was a lot. That's the way to go, though. SSD is definitely the way to go.
The entire structure began to make sense, and I'm only more excited to stay and keep exploring its universe. That's so interesting. Multiple people talk about how the game gets better after you beat it. This obviously, Mr. Matty is a very dedicated Xbox YouTuber. He got famous originally talking about Bethesda games, so he's going to be very into it. I'm not
this
saying he's
video's
biased.
boring. I think his other video's better. This one's definitely better. I watched, I think Griffin streamed this morning. I just wanted something on in the background, because I thought Griffin streams could be a little bit boring sometimes. Because he doesn't say that much. But I did catch this and it was quite funny. Starfield is new Game Plus and new dialogue option with a new Game Plus apparently, which is a first for Bethesda. Very interesting. I think it only affects the main story and a subset of side quests.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here,
What's up,
talking
gamers?
today about Starfield because I have.
Oh, this one isn't as bad as the other one, but oof. 2060, 16GB of RAM. That's something similar to what my friend has. He's a 2060, but a 9900K. He's got another 9900K, which he bought off me as well. But a 2060 build. 2060 is still a good card. It'll play most well-optimized games, you know what I mean? It'll play decently optimized games, no problem, even at 40p. 16GB of RAM. If you want to upgrade something first, I'd definitely upgrade the RAM. Games that need some ridiculous amount of RAM these days. Matty always says retro views. Yeah, is that Matty Plays you mean? I don't like Matty Plays that much. He's just got a face on him that I don't like. That's really harsh, yeah. But he's just got one of them faces that, yeah, his content might be great, but I think it's his thumbnails that do it. His thumbnails are like Dreamcast Guy's thumbnails and they fucking pop me off. And he's probably not as cringe as Dreamcast Guy, which cringe is what we like here. We love cringe.
Have finally had a chance to play it for myself. I stayed up very late last night, crafting characters, beating bosses, trying to explore the galaxy, and after roughly 10 hours of play, I kind of wanted to give some off-the-cuff impressions, because I gotta admit, this...
Okay, so his gameplay footage here looks okay, even though he's on an Xbox. The bitrate is a bit shite. His recording could be... If you're recording, your bitrate, you can put it to whatever the... He's got to be recording off a capture card, right? So he could put the bitrate through the roof, which is something he should be doing. Don't like his face either. Ooh, Matty, no. Demolisher, how's it going? I get the fanboy in to draw the views. This is... It's killing his likes. Yeah, no, I know. Like, he's been ratioed so much recently. This video is newer than the other one. But sometimes he deserves the ratio because you know he's talking shit about Starfield just because it's not on PlayStation. Oh my! Oh, couldn't believe. Yeah, the what? A finance? I don't know what you're going on about there. Couldn't believe he had finance. Oh, fiance. Sorry, finance. Fuck. I see the word fiance. I'm like, bleh. Who the fuck wants to get married? Yeah, the fiance. Well, there's a woman for everyone. Okay. I'm not saying I'm the best look. I'm nowhere near the best looking guy around, and I got so much medical problems. No fucking woman wants to put up with me. What do you think of the whole trash being called out, dude? You mean King Thrash, right? King Thrash took the biggest L and he's not accepting it. He's not accepting it. Yeah, I'll be upgrading my RAM to 32 gig. Yeah, definitely upgrade it to 32 gig. It's the best thing I did with my old build. And when I was editing videos, you saw the difference. You can't stand Dreamcast guy. Oh, that's not nice. Dreamcast guy is lovely. Fiancé. I thought I never got laid. It's not a bad thing. You gotta wear protection, boys, or it could go wrong in many ways. I congratulated him when he said the news. Fuck. Thrash makes me I instantly, yeah. Thrash makes me seem clever, and I'm not clever.
This game is better than I thought it was going to be. But let's discuss. I hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't.
He always says it the same way. Subscribe. Subscribe. Gas giant. Fucking King Thrash is a gas giant.
Already? It'd mean a lot to me. Now, first up, we have to acknowledge this is a very big deal. Starfield is a project that has had a tremendous amount of build-up. This is, after all, the creators of Fallout and Skyrim, the people that are basically...
Fallout 3 didn't like it. Skyrim, I liked it, but they've done a lot more games than that. Oh, how was Oppenheimer? Was it good? I want to see that because the Cillian Murphy's a good... Cillian Murphy's a man with very few words, but he's a very good actor. It's weird to say. But I'm interested to see how he plays in Oppenheimer. I'm waiting to see if my friend gets it on his server so I can just watch it without paying.
making some of the best Western RPGs, crafting their first original universe in
Doing this shipbuilder is a pain in the ass to wrap my head around. I only started playing with it earlier and all the parts didn't work for some reason. I was like, no, how do I do this? I'll get the hang of it though. But the ships you can build, you can build some massive ships, I think. That looks really cool. It looks so cool. It's an amazing film. Ooh. I've heard nothing but good things about Oppenheimer, so I'm definitely up for watching it.
Decades. That means that a lot of people assumed this game wouldn't just be good, it would be great. It would be Bethesda great. Something that...
Bethesda. How do you say it like that all the time? You gotta love the way he talks.
Could maybe even reinvent this style of slow, methodical RPGs. It's good.
This New Atlantis looks so good. Everything in New Atlantis looks so good. I think the place... I think a lot of the work got done in these major cities on this game. It does look really, really good. 3 hours. Oh... I haven't even watched the newest Batman film because it was 3 hours and it was that nerd that acted in it. You have Oppenheimer downloaded. Dude, I wanna see it here. I will watch it. I'm gonna watch the Metalocalypse film first. Which I know that'll have some heavy metal and it'll be funny.
But it's not that good. The trailers, the teases, a lot of the early glances, it's not that good. The trailer would be Bethesda great. Something that could maybe even reinvent this style of slow, methodical RPGs. It's good, but it's not that good.
What? I honestly think this one is the... Except for the opening, but Bethesda's openings aren't that great. I think Skyrim's opening is fucking awful. I even installed a mod to skip the opening in Skyrim. It's not that it's awful, it's when you've seen it once, you don't want to do it again. So, besides the opening, in my first 13 hours of... Yesterday I played not 10 hours straight, I had a meal break. But I played it for 10 hours yesterday. I was just loving it. So I was just loving every minute of it. I was just learning things about the world. That's something I like to do in games. I like a game that makes you think, so you're learning stuff. So I'd honestly say this is Bethesda's probably best title so far. Like what the Batman movie comic in terms of more like detective comics. I've heard good things about the Batman film. but it's 3 hours. Oh. I watched The Irishman and that was 4 hours. Good story, but fuck yeah, I'll never watch it again. I'll get like a 10-minute rundown of the story on YouTube. So, yeah, the boring cart ride. No one wants to read when you replay Skyrim. When you just want to fuck around with the world, no one wants to redo that cart ride in Skyrim. Absolutely, the best thing the Souls games do, From Software do with their games, is have a skip cutscene button, and every From Software game has it. And that, not for the first playthrough, but for the second playthroughs, or just multiple playthroughs in general, having a skip cutscene button should be put in every game. Yeah, everything's a big step up from their previous games. But I did like the aesthetic in Skyrim. That's what brought me into Skyrim, was the aesthetic. But I am more high fantasy, dark fantasy enjoyer more than I am space, but I like both, if you know what I mean.
The trailers, the teases, a lot of the early glances at this game never really got me excited. But I wanted to go in this with a very open mind because...
Oh, enjoy playing Starfield still, Ninja. I don't blame you. I'll be playing after the stream for a bit, probably.
Sometimes the projects that I've been negative about end up blowing me away the most. So let's try and talk about this in separate chunks.
So, did you guys meet this character? Jacob, I know this might be a little bit of a spoiler for you, but this character was so cool, and he was just a small part of the game. He was the tiniest little dot in the game, and he was such a cool character. His dialogue was so good. The game was meant to even be better than New Game Plus. I know, I heard, yeah. See you still, Ninja Man. Have a good evening. This character alone, when I met him, I was like, dude, whoever voice acted him did such a good job.
But I do want to call this video I Can't Review Starfield, because the first thing we need to discuss is the sheer size of this game. It has 1,000 planets. Now, technically, 900 of them are empty, procedurally generated dead moons and stuff that you just gather resources from, but I don't want to undersell the fact that the 100 populated planets, the places with ecosystems and biomes, butterflies and bombs, this game...
I don't know if anyone had the same problem as me, but docking a ship can be one of the most frustrating things in this game. And then I realised you had to press a button to get the pop-up to come on screen. I was banging my head trying to get the fucking thing to dock for ages. And in the end I was like, oh, dick. Because I was pressing something by accident before to get it to dock. But I didn't realise you had to press like a scanning button on the ship and then get it to dock. I was like, you fucking idiot. I was proper banging my head about that one.
Actually has a very good universal impact when you actually see miners scraping together a very pathetic living in some tiny colony, or you're walking through a tram station in a big bustling city. This feels like that step beyond Skyrim, which is what I hope the most.
Step beyond? It's a few steps. Skyrim looks nowhere near as good as this. Nowhere near as good as this. This looks fucking so good. And downplaying this game, like the scale of this game is fucking huge. It's enormous. And like, you can't take, like, building this game must have taken them so fucking long. And so I can understand why they've had, like, was it 1 or 2? They've had 2 delays on Starfield, haven't they? I know why they delayed the last one for, like, what was it, 10 months? 10 or 11 months? I can understand why they wanted to spend more time building this. The fucking game is huge. It is massive. For it to be such a big game and to look this good is quite a good achievement, to be fair.
I think that Skyrim, when it comes to just absolute jaw-dropping bigness, they have that effect. But
jaw-dropping bigness.
That's also why it's kind of hard to review this. I have been focusing primarily on the main quest because I have heard
Boo, boring. Like, I've also heard. Well, let's let him carry on.
from all my friends who beat the game that doing the main quest is what gives you extra abilities, it gives you better ships, it gives you a lot of the stuff that essentially makes the game even more playable.
No, okay. So I've heard you need to do the main quest until you get to the Neon City. But I've totally deviated from the main quest, and I've got a shitload of others open at the moment. So, yeah, I'm playing it the way I want to play it. And that's the beauty of it being an RPG. You can play it the way you want to play it. PlayStation fanboys don't want to admit that it's a good game. But no, that is true. Just because it's not on their console. That's the only thing they're fucking salty about. I think it's cool. Todd sent reviewers a thank you letter. Hey, that's pretty cool. I don't think my channel's big enough to try and get review copies. Plus, the type of content I do is not going to get me review copies. I can understand how Alex gets them because he does loads of different types of content. But my friend said, oh, try and get review copies. I was like, they're going to see my channel and go, nah, I'm not getting this dickhead a review copy. I won't blame them either, to be honest. But if they give me a review copy to review a game, I will be fucking critical of a game. I mean, I've got criticisms about this game. I don't think it's perfect. Even though Elden Ring, one of my favourite games of all time, excuse me, I still have criticisms about it. But like I say, no game is really perfect. Don't expect people like Todd Howard to do it. I don't know. I can't say. I don't personally know the guy, so I can't say. You know, he's probably a good guy. I don't fucking really know. I know he just talks a lot of shit, though. He lies a lot. Because everybody knows about Todd's sweet little lies.
And after 10 hours, the main quest kinda sucks. The story in this game is that we're joining this group called Constellation. It's like these explorers who are gathering a bunch of these ancient relics to try and, well, figure out what they do. Each one you grab makes you have these...
Dreamcast guy. He's gone way into the story, I think, here. Spoilers.
Special spectral visions where, oh my gosh, I'm seeing music in the galaxy. Oh, as you gather these, they give you different magical powers like anti-grav bubbles and stuff like that. So I gotta say, the plotline thus far, the characters are incredibly paper thin. Everybody is the most cheesy archetype, but
No, they fuck. A lot of the characters are actually really interesting. And you know what? A lot of the characters have made, like, I think they're really fun dialogue in this game. And dialogue options you've got to give to them is pretty fun. it's actually decent. And like I said, some of the characters have actually made me laugh. So they're not cheesy and they're not, like, poorly written or anything like that. Auntie what? Who's Auntie? Still likes some flip play the game. I can see his love for science fiction. Yeah, a lot of people like sci-fi. Like I said, I'm more dark and high fantasy. So like Baldur's Gate 3 speaks to me a lot more than what Starfield does, just because of its setting. But I do like sci-fi as well, and space is scary but interesting. That's how I describe space. But also, I like both, but I would say high and dark fantasy are my favourites. That's why I like Game of Thrones until the end of season 6, and that was it. Sam Cole. Who is Sam Cole's voice actor? He's actually voiced really well. I don't know what he's been in before, I can't think of. Because one of my favourite voice actors has died, which was anti-grav powers. Oh yeah, they're cool, yeah. I can't think of his name. I'm shit with names. The guy that was in Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, and he was in John Wick. Guy from Deus Ex. Oh no, wait! Do you know what? I've never played the Deus Ex games, and I want to go back to them. I really want to, because everyone says the older Deus Ex games are really good. And another one I like is Troy Baker Troy Baker, I think, now, him as Joel in The Last of Us was really good, but him in Death Stranding, that was on another level. Troy Baker played the part of, whatever the guy's name was in Death Stranding. He played that part so well, and I wouldn't choose anybody else. Lance Reddick, Lance Reddick, I think we were talking about that before, but Lance Reddick, I'm so gutted he's gone, because he's got such a unique voice. It's just such a shame. I hope, like in the next Horizon game, they just AI his voicing really well. Did you guys hear on Alex's video that he got King Thrash's voice AI in, and it was so well done? I don't know what AI tool he used there, but fuck, it was so good. I want to know what AI tool he used for that. It was so good. He must have had machine learning on King Thrash's voice, because that was so funny.
I'm not fully even against that. I'm just saying the writing is definitely bad, but I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and let's
Yeah, he's a Star Trek fan. Yeah, he was in Destiny. I don't know if he's in Destiny 1. I know he's in Destiny 2. I played a bit of Destiny 2. But Lance Reddick is like... anyone with a unique voice like that, catches my attention all the time. And I think Troy Baker overall is just a really good voice actor. He's been in so many games though. It's like, it's Troy Baker.
definitely bad, but I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and let's face it, some Trek has some terrible writing, and we can still appreciate it. Now, while actually exploring and knocking off my checklist of exploration, I found quite a few artifacts, and I really began to appreciate the fact that I do like the combat, and I do hate the ship flying. Now, again, this is my own personal tastes. I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to immediately try and defend this game, but I think that when you are on these individual planets, actually getting a chance to skulk around, sneaking up on space pirates, or making hostile negotiations, or sometimes just blasting people with an intergalactic shotgun, that is when Starfield is fun. If you just want to play this as a flat-out first-person shooter, you can't quite do that because there is a lot of talking. This game doesn't exactly have like a super quick turn blasting or anything like that, but I can actually sit back and say this is the best combat of any Bethesda game, which...
I can agree with that one. This is definitely the best combat in any Bethesda game. Even Skyrim now, you go back to that and it feels stiff as hell. But there are mods to like make Skyrim combat a little bit better. And I hate DS9. What the hell's DS9? Huh? I don't know what DS9 is. You might have to abbreviate, do less of an abbreviation on that one.
Is still definitely a statement. Now, one of my issues about this game, I'd say my biggest problem with this game, is that it has this obsessive reliance on fast travel. When you go to a planet, you just click a menu. At any time when you're like at a place, you can just open up the star chart and teleport to a planet. Now,
what's wrong with that? It gets me there in seconds. I would much prefer that than just fucking flying all the way there. Fuck that shit. Yeah, I know we complimented the game, but why would you want to spend half an hour of your life traveling to another planet when you can just press a button and be there in seconds? I would much prefer the fast travel on the tiniest loading screen just to get it over and done with quickly. I don't mind the fast travel system in this game. It is... I think it's pretty good. I think it's done the game an actual flavor. Deep Space Nine. I never watched Deep Space Nine. The fuck's it called? One with Jean-Luc Picard. That's the only Star Trek that I ever watched. And the movies are really good. Next Generation, sorry. Do you need to pay for the gas? What gas? Yeah, Star Trek Next Generation was probably my favourite. But the movies were so much better, especially back then. Like the Jean-Luc Picard era movies were really good.
it sort of implies that you're getting into a spaceship and flying off and landing, but you don't see that. A lot of times it will just straight up teleport you from one quest hub to another quest hub.
What the fuck's wrong with that? You're straight there. Seen them play their script travel. I prefer it though. Just get me there. I want to go somewhere. Get me there instantly. I hate, like, I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West as well. I buy all the fast travel packs just so I can go from the exact spot I'm in to just travel to wherever I want to go, because I can't be arsed running for 5 to 10 minutes just to get to where I want to go. It's tedious. If you want to explore, you can, but if you want to just, like, fast travel there, let me do it. Oh, the ship gas. No, I think you're fine on that one. No, you don't have ship gas. No, it's just endless supply. Video game stuff, which is great. I will say one thing: the flying in, like, No Man's Sky is cool. And stuff like that, but in Starfield, it is a missed opportunity that you can't just fly to a planet. But the fast travel is just so convenient. It's like, boom, and you're there. You know, you'll know what I mean when you play it, Jacob. It's like, because the scale of the game is on, like, realism, on how distant a planet is from another. It's like, yeah, traveling to them planets are going to take you a long ass time, yeah. So the fast travel system is great. The map system for the fast travel, on the other hand, is not so great. The map system's going to take some time to get used to. I used to watch Futurama. It's funny as hell.
Up. Now, my biggest issue with that is that not only is this game graphically brilliant, but a lot of times, while just fast traveling from one spot to another, I feel like we are missing out on that purposeful slowdown that Skyrim and
Nobody wants a fucking purposeful slowdown. That's the thing. Yes, it'd be nice to have the option to be able to fly from place to place. Oh, fucking come on. It's like, I would rather just instantly get there. Oh, that's what it sounds. That's why it sounds fun. Oh, right, yeah.
Fallout did so well. Those magnificent moments where you're seeing something like Whiterun off in the distance, or walking out of Vault 111 in Fallout and seeing the Washington wastelands in front of you. I think that it's really cool that those games made every step matter, but I feel like Starfield, it seems like the developers don't trust you to appreciate walking back to your ship, just actually taking off, flying.
You can do all that. You can walk back to your ship, take off, fly into space. You can go through all them animations, or when you've seen it 100 times, you're going to go, ah, fuck it, I'm going to fast travel from my spot. If you can, from some places you can't fast travel, but for most places, as long as you're not in combat, yeah, you can fast travel. And I'd rather not see that ship liftoff animation, 100 times over. Once you've seen it, you don't want to see it too many times again. Like hundreds of hours in Elite Dangerous. And my friend likes playing that. Like the one-to-one scale Milky Way. Game can take forever, but the point of the game is... But yeah, if it's a space sim, that is different. This isn't a space sim, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, that makes sense if it is supposed to be a space sim. I think I've actually got it in my Steam library, to be fair. But if it's a space sim, it's totally different to what Starfield is supposed to be, which is essentially an open world RPG, isn't it? I'll fast travel to my ship. I don't know if you can fast travel to your ship. I think you can just... Or it's something I haven't tried yet. I didn't normally go from the spot I'm in and straight to the planet I want to go to. That's normally how I do stuff.
Through the universe, you can't even actually fly down to a planet. This is absolutely real. I'm going to show it to you because you're not going to believe this. You can be in orbit of a planet and getting scanned by pirates, or, getting checked by the cops and stuff like that. You can't just aim directly at a planet and tilt your stick and fly down to it. You have to open up the star map, pick a landing location from like a HUD. Everything is so obsessively menu based. There's a menu for your gear. There's a menu for your upgrades. There's a menu for your talent trees. That stuff makes sense.
Yeah, but you're going to have a menu for your upgrades and talent trees. The menu based everything else, it's like, only because it's necessary it's annoying. But once you get used to it, I find like when you quickly know how to navigate the menus or the star system menu, you haven't got a problem. You can just click, 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 and go, and it just becomes second nature in the end. It does make the game. You start to appreciate it in the end. You're like, oh shit, this is much quicker than fucking just flying in manually. Yeah, we're blessed to have these fast travel features. My friends are playing stuff with the first these type of games. So there's a feature, it targets mainstream. Yeah, it does target more of a mainstream audience, but to be fair, a lot of mainstream audience are going to take a long time to wrap their head around that star map system. It took me a minute, and I was like, fuck, but like I said, when it comes second nature, you're just like, boom, 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 and you're there. Because like I said, like No Man's Sky, for instance, because that's what everyone needs to compare this game to, having to manually land on every planet is a bit like, oh, I have to go and do this again. Oh, I have to do this again. Instead of just bang, bang, bang. I want to go where I want to go. And if you want to explore, you can. It's just a bit of a shame that the space exploration is a bit meh. That's probably the worst thing. The space exploration itself is a bit meh, but the planet exploration, that's perfectly fine. You don't punch him in Minecraft.
But the fact that there's a menu that takes you to a location, a menu that opens up if you're going to try and dock. I think that when it comes to really flying around, I wish they just trusted us to explore. I can't even see the warp screen sometimes, where I just click a destination and I appear there. Show me that space travel, baby. This is Starfield.
That's them wanting a movie game. It's like, oh, show me a movie. It's like, no, just let me click a button and get there instantly. That's why we've got these super speed hard drives these days, so we can just fucking get there in less than a second. And I like that. I like just being able to travel there quickly.
Let me actually see the stars in a freaking field. There's this weird obsessive rush to Starfield that to me is very off-putting. That a lot of times it feels like it's just so, well, dead set on getting you to that next objective, that next fight, that next boss, that it kind of skips over those tiny environmental storytelling moments that made Bethesda great. I don't think...
Well, no, you've got a choice. You can jump from quest to quest, or planet to planet, but you can also explore whatever planet you're on, so you don't feel rushed at all. I've been around this city trying to find what shops sell what quite a few times and trying to remember where all the shops are. So finding a vendor with medkits is the number one thing in this game. You just stockpile medkits and you just hold on to every single one of them. Because every time you go into a mission, you're going to use a couple.
I think I've seen a single time where there's been this cool background story. There hasn't been any of those world building elements thus far in my first 10 hours that really show that this universe has impact. I mean, when it comes to Skyrim, right at the beginning of the game, you see a freaking dragon, and it really shows you like, oh yeah, things have changed. When you're playing Fallout and you see a nuclear bomb go off, you're like, oh yeah, this is why things are actually happening.
Yeah, but every story is going to be different, and those stories are told in a different way. It's a Starfield story, and you get to find out what's happening in Starfield by playing the game, not by like, oh, first of all, there's a dragon here. Yeah, great. Now you know what story. You don't exactly know what the story is about, even when you see the fucking the dragon. All you see is the dragons. Go, oh, cool, there's dragons in this game. But it's, I don't know about Fallout. Like, I know a nuke hits the planet and you're in a wasteland, but you know, that's an obvious story. On this one, the story is not so obvious from the get-go, which means there's mystery in the story, and I like that. I like the fact that there's mystery in the story. There's nobody, like, I haven't got to the end yet, so I don't know what the fuck this thing is, and I'm interested to find out. Hopefully that doesn't get spoiled for me neither. Megaton? Oh. It's not like DSG is trying to trash the game. Yeah, he is. DCG and that's it is. He's just trying to downplay the game. Yeah, rushing the gameplay. It's like you're not going to enjoy. Like what the hell did I rush through? I rushed through something because I didn't want spoilers before, and it kind of spoils the game. But also spoilers spoil the game as well.
Starfield, this feels much more like Fallout 76 to compare it to another Bethesda project.
What?
It is a game that is very, very big, but lacks any actual depth. It's a good chance to explore, it's a chance to talk to people, it's a chance to pick up 9,000 procedurally generated side quests.
You compare it to Fallout 76. I haven't even played Fallout 76. A lot of people haven't played Fallout 76 because they know that game was trash. It was complete trash.
Quests that have you going and attacking a base and stuff like that, but it never has that real wallop. It never has those times where, well, like I just never felt like at any point during my 10 hours where I saw something so amazing, I wanted to immediately text my friends. Whereas, I mean,
what the fuck? It's like, oh, I saw something really cool. I want to text my friends. I've never done that. I will tell my friends how cool a game is, but I'm not going to just tell them a single part in the story or the game and go, hey, guess what happened in my game? That's just weird.
other games this year have had that. Zelda has had those big moments where you're like, wow, that was just insane. I have to tell somebody about it. Baldur's Gate 3 has like 50 moments that are just so impactful, I would literally tell them to.
Oh, yeah, the game that's coming to PlayStation, like, in a couple of days, he's obviously going to pick that up, and he doesn't realise it's coming to Xbox very, very soon, too.
My friends immediately because they were so great. Nothing in Starfield ever wowed me, and I feel like that's the biggest insult you can say about it. At no point does the game actually dry out, but there were certainly moments where the story slowed down too much. Like, me and my best friend were actually playing the game together last night, and while she was here, she enjoyed.
Okay. Now, if you invite a girl over, and you tell her, listen, I want to film the both of us, she's probably going to run. So he has asked this lady here to sit with him and look like she's bored while he's filming the pair of them, and he's just holding an Xbox controller. Wow. She's a really good friend. I'll give her that one. She's a very good friend. But boy, no way would I ever do that. Coming out on the 6th. Oh, was that Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah. Yeah, it's coming the same day as Starfield. We'll see how that one turns out. You know what I'm thinking about? Yeah, exactly. No way. You tell a girl to come over and say, listen, I want to film us. First thing she's going to do is either slap you across the head, or she's going to run. Call the cops on you. Well, not every girl, but most women will. And she's here like, I'm going to say she's a good friend for just doing it, to be fair. Fucking hell, that's brand new. This is the most effort he's put into a video ever, I think. Jesus Christ.
The character creation, she appreciated the art just like I did, but after a couple hours of just fetch quests and random wandering, she got pretty bored. This is our actual faces after about 5 hours of exploring this bland game.
So he had this chick over 5 hours and they just played video games. Or he played a video game while she sat in this tiny ass little gamer room. Yeah, not even like move your Xbox to the living room, go to the couch, chill, play the game for an hour or two, then watch a movie, get her in the mood. That's what you should be doing. I was like, hey, you want to come to my house, watch me play a video game and get filmed while you do it? That's just fucking weird. Yeah, she does look bored, but I honestly reckon she asked her to look bored. He asked her to look bored. I honestly reckon he asked her to look bored just for this. There's no other way around this. It's like, oh, do me a favour. I'll put the camera on, just look bored for a few minutes while I film this part for my upcoming Starfield review. The fuck? She probably wanted to play it. It should have been better. If they were there for 5 hours, I hope she got to have a go. Well, that's a bit selfish if we didn't. But DCG doesn't have gaming. Doesn't even like gaming anymore. Yeah, no. This. Oh, do you know what? When he said the word hire there, do you reckon he? Oh, do you reckon he hired her? Do you reckon he gave her money and said, "Listen, how much will it cost to get you over here? Want me to do this?" Oh, that's a thought. You know.
Galaxy, and as you can see, we're not exactly thrilled.
Looking at the camera, like, oh, what's going on?
But, you take some good for some bad. I also did encounter quite a few glitches. The conversation system in general is just kind of funky. A lot of times, my character doesn't talk like a normal person to any degree. I mean, if I'm trying to negotiate with bank robbers that have taken a bunch of hostages, it sucks that my
What the fuck? No. It depends what options you give in the beginning. Okay, I know what he's going to say. But it depends what option you give in the beginning. Your options will be different afterwards. So, this only works if you're going to cooperate. This is just over with. I felt like I'm talking. What's your name? This is a sub dialogue option from another dialogue option. Yeah, I still get excited. Fucking hell. I'm a boomer gamer. I still get excited for video games as well. No, it's better when you don't have a voice protagonist, because your voice protagonist can be whatever voice comes into your head, and that's what I've been doing. The Ace Rimmer sort of role play. I think it's fucking funny. I tried to make my character look like him, but it was really hard to make it look like him. Many games got excited for. Just gotta look for the right places. Yeah. So if it was on this dialogue option, and it was like, whatever he asked, I'd be like, Ace Rimmer, let's just get this over with. But it's saying it as like the way he would say it. You can have any voice you want in your head. You can even say it out loud if you want to. And I can imagine, a lot of streamers do it and they say it out loud. But okay, Frit did it in his stream where he was role playing Dreamcast guy throughout it, and it was making me fucking laugh because he would just go, "This only works if you're willing to cooperate." Can you imagine reading that line out to your head, like in your head, like, oh my god, you'd just be laughing all the way through the playthrough.
Dialogue options are basically die, lay down in a fire and die, or I'm going to kill you, so get ready to die.
Those are not the dialogue options. You always have a way to not get into combat with the enemy. Basically, a lot of the times you'll end up in combat, but it depends on your skill tree perks.
I mean, a lot of times it just feels like there's no de-escalation. Our character is just such a weird, aggressive moron that even when you're trying to just be quizzed about...
Okay, which version of Holly, though? You'd have to do the woman Holly or the male Holly. The male Holly is hilarious. The male Holly is so funny.
Alien artifacts, a lot of times your replies range from, I don't know what you're talking about, all the way up to like, okay, I don't care. There's just such a vague malaise of confusion throughout this game where it just feels like your character is lost, the universe is lost, and nobody really cares. Especially because my conversations kept glitching. Multiple times in this game,
I've never had a conversation glitch yet. I've never had a conversation glitch yet. And I've been playing it about the same amount of time as he has. You don't find anything special about the PlayStation, neither do I. The only cool feature about the PlayStation, I think, is the controller. I do like what they've done with the controllers. And I think it's not the be all end all, but I think it's pretty cool. But apart from that, I don't find anything special about it. The dude Holly, yeah. That's what I did. I snuck around the back of that mission as well. I snuck around the back of that mission. It was quite a fun mission, but I missed something in the bottom, so I had to go back to it later. You call bollocks, yeah. No, he's talking shit because, like, I haven't had problems with that. Maybe he's had one glitch, but I haven't seen one. But he's playing on Xbox, so they are two kind of different versions, PC and Xbox.
NPCs get stuck talking to a wall. I'd have times where, like, here's a guy who's supposed to be arguing with his brother for, like, a main plotline element. I swapped his brother out of my party. It just broke this quest. I actually had to load the game because it completely broke. I also had...
Well, he swapped the brother out of the party. That's why it's not going properly. It's just a dick move. I've done this quest line as well, and you're supposed to take the brother in with you. So there's no wonder he's talking to a fucking nothing over there.
To do a quick load where somebody was trying to question me in a mine. Suddenly the whole UI just disappeared. The person's still here. They think there's dialogue options. They're telling me to pick a dialogue option, but as you can see, there's no options to pick. I don't think this is as glitchy as other Bethesda projects.
That could have been faked. He could have turned the HUD off there if you can turn it off. And he could just be looking around mildly. The amount you can look around. So he could have faked that one. But it could have been true as well. Spider-Man. Yeah, that's... yeah, there was loads of bugs in the first Spider-Man. Did I play that day one? No, I didn't play that day one, so I wouldn't have seen the bugs.
Projects, I've certainly seen some weird stuff happen here and there, textures popping in, random background stuff that definitely was inaccurate, but as a project, as a product, as a...
All the bugs I've seen are fucking hilarious. I think bugs are funny as long as it doesn't, like, break the game. I think it's fucking hilarious. Or as long as you can't, like, if you can't progress a quest line, it's quite annoying, but some bugs are funny as fuck.
Universe, Starfield is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not great, it's not magnificent, but at least it's unique. Part of the reason I feel like I cannot review this is because I have a feeling the best is yet to come. Not just in the game itself, I am going to beat it eventually. I plan on just casually playing through it over the course of the next couple weeks. I feel like the modding scene is going to make this better. I am completely obsessed with their previous Bethesda projects. I mean, stuff like... obviously, I loved Fallout 4. I mean, this is...
If you're drinking that many cans of Red Bull and you fall asleep... Oh, he's got a Sony headset. Oh my god. What the fuck is that TV make? What the fuck is that? That's a cheap, nasty TV, that is. I've never even heard of that make. Don't sell them in my country, boys. You love loading screens and boring persuasion minigames. Yeah, why not? Well, like I said, go back to Skyrim. Loading screens all over the place. Vizio. Is that a cheap ass make in the US, Jacob? You'd know better than me. Oh, if it's a PS5 exclusive, like he says, he'd be all over us, but he's wearing a Sony headset in that fucking picture. How much of a shill for Sony do you have to be fair, Sony do good, like, audio stuff, but not that headset. That's a nasty, cheap headset, that is. Where's the meth? He's smoking it from the Red Bull cans. Behind each and every one of them, there's a pipe. And the meth's inside it. Probably this cube. Why would he... Look at... Let's analyze this picture. The game case is leaning on the screen. Anything that obstructs my view from a screen pisses me off. This is why I've got a microphone arm that comes from under my screens. It's a Elgato microphone arm. fucking expensive one, but it comes from under the screens. And I don't, like, I can't have my camera. I've got a webcam, but I never fucking use it. My webcam is, like, off in the distance. Like, I know some people that will have it in front of their screen so they can be closer than just using the zoom. I can't have anything in front of my screens. It's one of my little pet peeves. And another one is people using monitors on portrait mode. Just to read chat. I'm like, no. I got 2 identical monitors, and they are both on landscape mode. I cannot stand people that use monitors on the. It's not nothing against them. It's just one of my pet hates. Monitors on portrait mode is like, ugh. I got a Samsung TV. If you get, like, in this country, if you get Samsung, LG, Sony, if you got the money, Sony do good TVs. Samsung, LG are probably the best ones for the price in this country. There are some other ones, like Hisense is like a fucking, I think that's an Amazon maker. I think you can get in the US as well. They're pretty decent. Hitachi is a reliable TV. Not the best TVs, but reliable. They fucking go for it. I had the Hitachi for like 9 years and it never missed a beat. It's a really good TV, to be fair. Starfield didn't impress him. Yeah, this loser gave GTA Remastered Trilogy a 10 out of 10. Really? You missed that. Yeah, well, no, you can't make that shit up. The GTA Definitive Edition is the worst. You're better off just emulating the games. Jesus Christ. Do you know what? Barongrad, like, did you ever go on a sesh and go on vodka Red Bulls? And in the morning you felt like shit. That shit feeling came from the Red Bulls. The hangover came from the Red Bulls. Honestly, now, like, if you just drunk vodka with lemonade or Coke or something like that, you'd be so much better. The Red Bulls, your head in the morning is pounding. You're like, oh, what the fuck? Get a mic, I'm getting one. Alex says to buy. I want to change from this mic, mainly because sometimes the sound bounces too much from my room. If I don't close the curtains when I'm recording or talking now, the sounds can bounce. So I've really got to close my curtains to stop that happening. It doesn't always stop it either. I have to talk when I'm recording, especially. I don't care when I'm live streaming as much, but when I'm recording, I have to sit close to the microphone. I can bring it out to me, but it's only a USB mic. It's nothing crazy. It's better than the headset mic I got, a SteelSeries headset, but it's better than the headset mic by like a lot. But I would like to go if my channel goes big enough, I'll get a Shure SM7B. But if not, I might go for the Rode Pod or the Rode. What the hell's the other one called? There's one slightly bigger than the Rode Pod as well, which is like better, but I'd like to go for that. Just to get that sound quality, but nothing beats the Shure SM7B, I don't think so. For pure like sound quality. I would like, because I'd like to not have to use Voice Meter Banana, and with the Shure SM7B, don't have to use any external program. It is just literally the microphone on its own. The quality is that good. My girlfriend been playing Starfield for 2 days. Starfield too quick. But your girlfriend's taking over your computer. Oh my god. That's after a meth sesh, that is.
As an actual picture, I played Fallout 4 14 hours a day for like 3 days straight. This is me literally sleeping on my desk playing Fallout 4.
Who took the picture? And why is the PS4, the game case, just leaning on the screen? Jesus.
Like current day Bethesda quite a bit, but something about this game, it just feels like it doesn't have that same amount of intensity, that same amount of love, that same amount of dedication to making your story in their game. I was hoping for Skyrim in space, and instead we got Fallout 76, and
No, you got fucking. You literally got Skyrim in space. He's just trying to hate on it. He's just trying his best to hate on this game. And even I don't say the game's perfect, but I don't say Skyrim's perfect or nothing neither. I just like the aesthetic and stuff of Skyrim. The combat in Skyrim is fucking horrible. But the combat in this game is really good. The dialogue is really good. Your dialogue options are really good. In 10 hours, I am impressed. It's not a sleepy something controller. Yeah, I know. He's just told his friend, hey, come here. Take a picture of me quickly doing this, and I'm just going to put my fucking game case leaning across the screen, which is the dumbest thing ever.
I guess that's not the worst thing ever. But these have just been my off-the-cuff thoughts. What do you guys think about this? I'm actually excited to see when mods start coming out, to see what people start to add to this.
You're playing on Xbox. Xbox won't get mod support for a long time. How long did it take for Skyrim to get mod support on console? Quite a while, if I remember right. It's got in-game mod support on PC as well. But there are external links in-game, on my version anyway, for Nexus mods as well.
I'm curious what custom planets people end up building. Make a Skyrim planet in this game, just so that Todd Howard can trick you into buying Skyrim one more time. Are you excited for Starfield? Are you having a good time with Starfield? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All of this gameplay, by the way, was captured on the Xbox Series X. I honestly just wanted to test it on this because my Xbox kind of has dust on it, and I felt bad that I have a Series X that I mean, all I do is play on PC, so I was like, okay, for once, let's play a game not on PC. Okay, well, tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already.
No. There, you get that. Just interact more with this channel. My PlayStation has dust on it because I am playing Starfield on my PC. There we go. Channel interaction, Dreamcast guy. Might make your channel pop off. How did I get tricked into sneaking? Huh? How did you get tricked? Did he sneak into your room? Huh? Oh. Is there anything else? I know. What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh no, it's from Erica's video. It's not a recent one though. What else has he put on this? Garbage. Let's see what MBG's been saying. I'm not saying I'm going to watch all of it now, but I just want to see. It's MBG. News, insider leaks, state of play. Ah, this fucking channel is so...
Alright guys, welcome.
Like, let's look at his videos. He's finally changed his thumbnails. Oh. Am I a member?
Alright guys, today we're...
I'm somehow a member of his channel still. What the fuck? How am I still a member of his channel? That's pretty funny. I'm not subscribed, am I? No. Fucking hell. His viewership must be getting really bad. If I became a member. Jesus. Look at his fucking clickbait though. Everything we know about PlayStation's big FPS Concord. I have no idea what that even is. We are going to need a PS5 Pro. More AAA games running at 1080p on PS5. 1080p, that's a fucking stretch. Big PlayStation leaks. Ah, they're the ones I hate. The leaks, the rumours. I used to watch them when I was younger thinking, oh, that's cool, and then you soon realise it's a load of shit. How can so many people, like 13k people, watch that video? Why? He doesn't release a lot of videos anymore. Not at all. He live streams more than anything now, doesn't he? Me have a no. I've got a membership on. Oh fuck! What's his name? MBG's channel. I don't know how I got gifted it. I just wondering if it ran out or not. He live streams like every day near enough. Oh, look at that. New state of play rumor. He's got Starfield in the corner of that. So since Starfield's coming to early access, he is being very quiet.
All right, guys, welcome.
Oh.
God, it's I guess I have to
Starfield
dive into
reviews.
the Starfield reviews because I think they just came out a couple minutes ago. That'll be the first thing we talk about. A lot of people have been waiting.
There's nothing wrong with 1080p. It's just that these fucking clowns keep talking about how the console is 4K 60, where it couldn't be further from the truth. If they're getting 40, if they're running at 4K, it's not a proper 4K, and it's 30 FPS all the time. And when you on 60 on the performance modes, you're lucky if you're hitting 1080p. Oh no, MBG. Massive big gums. Hell no. I just see what he says about the Starfield reviews here.
Says no scores yet. What? Hold on. I'm on Metacritic. It doesn't say there's a... Am I missing something here?
You prefer 1080p? If when you go to a 4, I think the sweet spot these days now, it used to be 1080p used to be the sweet spot. Now the sweet spot is 1440. Honest to God, I wouldn't say you're going to see a massive difference. Not if you got a good monitor, but it does look good if you're running native or 2K. It does look really good.
Maybe I'll have to go to Twitter, I guess, to see. Let me see here.
It's too matter, yeah. Come on, MBG, stop being boring.
And the apparel of its many interwoven stories. The appeal. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me today. Go in with the expectation that it will take some time to find your footing in such a vast game.
See, I hate that they do that. Subscriber mode only was enabled. What? And I hate that they do members only streams. I'd never do members only streams or anything like that. They only do it because they don't want the fucking people like me going in there and giving them hell. Unless, about to say 4040 on a 27-inch monitor is a sweet spot for me. Yeah, definitely. I have no desire to go above a 27-inch monitor. I think it's the perfect size for where you sit, and I think if you went any bigger, you're just going to be. It's going to make gaming a bit more difficult, I think. So, okay, if you were sitting back far from a screen, yeah, having like a 50-inch, 60-inch TV is great, but when you're sitting on a desk and your PC monitor's right in your face, 27-inch 1440p is the best. 1080p for higher FPS, you can get higher FPS, but it's not much difference now on these new cards. 1080p and 1440, 1080p will bottleneck your CPU, and then 1440 you'll get like something similar out of it, so it's not going to make much difference. It depends what card you've got and everything.
Gameplay space, and there's a universe well worth discovering here. Okay, so Destructoid gives it a 10. Video Gamer 9 out of 10. That's all they have listed here. I don't know. I really thought that the Metacritic score would have been up, so we could kind of use that to look over it's still not here. Like, it's just still not up. So, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe we'll come back to it. IGN gives Starfield a 7 out of 10. They say disjointed space travel, non-existent maps, aggravating inventory management, and a slow rollout of essential abilities very nearly did Starfield in. It was the joys piloting a custom spaceship into and out of all sorts of situations in a rich sci-fi universe that eventually pulled it out of a nosedive. I'm glad that I powered through the early hours, because just like Skyrim and Fallout 4 before it, there's still an immense amount to discover. And the pull to seek it out is strong. Jesus, and I don't know, man. I know like a 7 out of 10 in the eyes of a lot of people is like, that's fine, but shit, dude. That's...
You know what? He's even said he has no desire. He even has an Xbox. He has no desire to play this game at all. But secretly, I think he's going to play it. I think he's going to play it, and he's not going to tell anyone until the end, where he goes, "Do you know what? I gave in, and I think I'll give Starfield a try." Where he's been playing it for months and just not told anyone about it. But he has said so far that he does not want to play Starfield. So we'll see how that one pans out. I gotta say one thing about him though, his microphone quality is really good. I don't know what the fuck mic he's got. Anyone know what the hell that is? It looks like a USB mic though. Really good quality.
I don't know, that's unexpected. Like, I thought that, I don't know. You talk about a review outlet like IGN, you would have thought that maybe that's you know, it's gonna be an easy 10 out of 10.
Oh, he hasn't found the post yet, Edgar. Oh, he hasn't. He's just reading the posts one by one. How's it going, Dale? They wanted it to be a PlayStation game, but it's not said. It's not a sad dad simulator. yeah, true. Excuse me, boys. Colt Eastwood is playing stuff. Yeah, Colt has been simping for this game for a while. You think it's an XLR mic? I'm sure it's a USB one, because that just looks like a traditional USB connector. Unless it's a certain type of XLR, but looks like the same USB connector that's going into my mic. But it's a really good sound quality on it, fair play to.
It's still not up. All right, here we go. We got some Twitter users here. Okami Games. Destructoid, 10 out of 10. Infinite Start, 10. BGC, 5 out of 5. Xbox Error, 9.7. That's funny. Xbox Error doesn't give it a 10 out of 10. Gaming Nexus, 9.5. MP First, 9. Game Informer, 8.5. Tech Raptor, 8 out of 10. Games Hub, 4 out of 5. Comicbook.com, 4 out of 5. PC Games, 7 out of 10. GameSpot, 7 out of 10. IGN, 7 out of 10. Right now, the Metacritic, according to this tweet, sitting at an 88. Okay.
You can't say that's a bad score no matter what. All them scores there are not bad scores. You checked his hours played. You're on Colt's friends list. Who's... Oh, did you check Colt's hours played? Oh, I thought you meant MBG. Yeah, I know MBG was initially an Xbox guy. I don't understand that though. I've had multiple different types of consoles and that in the past. I didn't care. I just wanted to play video games, and that was really it. Like, I remember the Xbox 360 days after the PS2. And the reason I didn't buy a PS3 straight away was because the fucking thing was too expensive. But then I bought a 360, and then I waited for the PS3 to come down in price, and I only had like a handful of games for the PS3. Only the games I really, really wanted though. Like God of War 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, and I can't think of anything else. I didn't play Demon's Souls till later on. I didn't have much on PS3 at all, to be honest. Used it more like a Blu-ray player more than anything. Yeah, he talks more about Xbox. Most of these ponies are talking more about Xbox now than they are PlayStation. And like ponies, Colt actually plays games. Yeah, he does. Yeah, God, fucking. If you look at my like Steam record, I don't know how many of you. I know Baron Grod's on my Steam, but there's like I've got so many games on just on Steam, and that's a library I built over 5 years. I played some games on Epic Games because they were free, and I played some on the Game Pass as well because I had a sub to Game Pass for a bit. Well, that's about it really. But my PlayStation library, I suppose that's pretty big as well. If you'd counted my old 360 account, I'd have a lot more games, but I changed accounts because I'd forgotten like the password. It was an old email address and I couldn't be asked, so I just started afresh.
A little bit more divisive than I expected, truthfully. Like again, I'm both GameSpot and IGN gave it a 7 out of 10. Damn.
Ooh,
that's rough.
That's not rough though, is it?
Saying Starfield won't be in the running for Game of the Year. I mean, I think you can. I don't know. I think you can have like a Metacritic of 88 and still be in the running. You know, but I imagine.
Well, it'll definitely be in the running. It'll definitely be in the running, but I don't know what the categories. Game of the Year's not till like December this year. I've got to wait that long for the Salt. Oh my god! Plus, if Baldur's Gate 3 gets it and it's out on Xbox before the Game of the Year is announced, if Baldur's Gate 3 gets Game of the Year and it's out on Xbox before Game of the Year is announced, that's going to be fun. That is going to be really fun. You kept your 360 account. Oh, I wish I'd have kept mine, but it was just I'd forgotten the password and it was a really old email address. Couldn't even remember the email address account, to be honest with you. That's long forgotten about.
And many other reviews are probably gonna come out that are either gonna bump it up or lower it. But
oh god, I thought I had long pauses when I was on stream sometimes. Jesus, he's worse than me. He's worse than anyone. Christ, how can anybody deal with his long pauses? He's like the least entertaining live streamer. How the hell does he 10k views on his live stream all over 2 days? But oh, it must be mostly hate watchers. It must be hate watchers. It can't be anything else. Oh, he's too boring though. That'll be it for me tonight, boys. I think I'm going to call it a night now. This is usually about the time I need to go and stand up and walk. Oh my god. My back is all kinds of fucked up. But yeah, I did see a tweet from MBG that was fucking hilarious. Where... oh, I don't know where I saved it. I'll try and read this out to you before I go. I don't think I have it on my PC though. Where was it? Oh, it was the PS Plus prices. MBG said, one thing is certain. With today's PS Plus price hike, Sony does not believe the subscription service model is the future of PlayStation. That was a massive cope. That was a huge cope. I put it on my community tab. Have a look at it. It's on my community tab somewhere. MBG had a massive coping session about that bloody PS Plus price hike. Nobody wanted that. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. It's always a good night with you guys. And hopefully I'll see you again next week. I'll see you later.